Yes. So, super normal, not awkward.
Yeah, no.
Not awkward.
All right. Yes. Well, again, we have one player missing. We will be playing. I'll be controlling that character. Anyone wants to pay tribute to control? I'll control them, but you could. One of you guys can do the rolls if need be. Oh, you'll be doing the rolls.
Yeah.
Perfect. Mitski has the rolls. Well, if that is all, please be sure to enjoy the intro. We'll be right back. And welcome back. So, who will be the brave adventurer? It's right here. Anyway, who will be the brave adventurer to go over today's recap from last time?
I've got the notes. The usual boys out of town. Alrighty. Now I'm thinking of your fucking wearing leprechaun shit. Let's see here.
You can accent stick with it, bud.
Hey, we're working on it, alright? It's a work in progress. Am I even doing an accent right now? Probably not. Alright. Well, we met Mattergorn, who is a nosy punk. We talked to the tiny Boo-foo lizard folk missing for the town military. The rest of us hit the job board. We went down to the docks so some people could see the sea, which they'd never seen. At the docks, we see Morna prison, which is some crazy ass, ghosty, ghouly prison where only 3 people have ever escaped.
Ackless prison.
No, that's a different prison.
Wait, what's the difference? Wait, what?
Yes.
What's the difference?
There are 2 different places.
Two different
completely.
places.
Which one's which?
Well, Morna is the one that's off the coast, and
Which
that other
one's
one
Ackless?
is the one that's in the middle that no one knows where it's at.
That's a ghost one that we were all at?
No, you weren't at. The dream wasn't at Morna. Dream was at the other place, and that place doesn't. Nobody knows what the location of that place is.
How do you know?
We headed to the Temple of El Mater, tailed by some sketchy folk, which our Druid kindly dispatched. We met up with Lady Decia. She apparently is a very sassy woman. And then we slept to rest up before leaving early in the morning, and it was nightmare time, of course. This time, we could speak and feel in the dream. There were giant lizards, they destroyed elven town, a bunch of gargoyles, and a swampy gravesite. A tombstone with the name Eldrick Mornock was on this thing, and it said imprisoned and still serving. This was Ackless prison, the internal cell, as they said. Nothing responded to us, even though we could talk and do things. Then we saw Nimra get sentenced to basically life eternal of torture or something by a cloaked man on a throne. Then we told Mitski. Mitski went to go tell her, but unfortunately she was already out of town. We then made our way to the lizard folk town, but fortunately on our road we found a dead lizard folk by the river. We slept in the hut. Mitski finally has the dream, and we finally have the good conversation of getting rid of the necklace. We thought about dispelling it, but we know that it's very, very powerful to destroy, hard to destroy. And then we went once bedding down again. A bunch of lizard folk walked up on us while we were sleeping.
Yes. Whilst you guys are sleeping, unless anyone else had anything else to add, whilst you guys are sleeping, Mitski, you are currently focusing on You are currently focusing on the necklace and trying to gather as much information as you can from it and a way of dispelling it. But while you are going through this, those of you who are asleep and in the tent, Hope, I believe, is the one who set up the alarm spell. Hope, you are very quickly awoken to the sense of intruders approaching. And Mitski, at this time, you look up to see 4 spears pointing at you.
Hello.
Hey, you see, looking at the individuals, there are appear to be 4 different lizard folk, all wearing very similar tattered, just looks like bits and pieces of animal skins and cloth stitched together to cover up any bit parts of them. But you see, as they approach you,
Do you speak common? One second. I'm gonna very slowly reach for my necklace, the medal that the captain of the guard gave us, to show that we're from Bindle and with them, and show it.
they seem to have no response.
We're.
Am I awake or am I asleep?
Hope you were the one that wakes up from it, I believe.
Am I?
You're in the
Well, you
tent
got
right
woken
now.
up
You're
by that.
in the hut right now.
I'm just.
So she would have gotten like a heads up about this, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like they
Yeah.
were there and then it goes.
Yeah, as they approached is when she would have woken up.
Yeah, so then I'll wake them.
I mean, I'll start
Yeah,
speaking
we'll wake
elemental to
them
them. Do they understand that?
You speaking what?
Do we wake up or do we have to make a check for that?
No, I'm gonna say for like brevity, she is able to wake you up.
What day is it, Moshe?
Something. I said something.
Someone
I
triggered the
think,
spell.
was this after your watch?
Something out there.
Well,
This is during my watch.
if
This
I
is
leave the
during
hut,
his
the hut will
watch.
drop. Or does anyone
Yeah,
want to
because
poke
it's,
their hut
it's during the
outside?
second watch.
Your watch was
Are
when
we?
my turn.
I'll come
Oh
outside.
yeah, wait, no, we can see through the hut. That's right.
Yeah, you can see this going on.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that.
Oh.
I'll come
Well,
out.
I guess. I mean, if I drop the hut, do you think that it will freak them out?
Just stay in here for now.
As you are talking, you see as a couple of them get closer
If you
to
think
the
go
spears,
south,
and
south.
there 4 of them are
Definitely drop it.
surrounding you with them, and you see if they motion. I believe right now, are you sitting down or are you standing at this point right now?
Oh, now I'm standing.
Oh, okay. They motioned you to the side.
I'm gonna walk out of the hut. Shield, hammer. Like, hey, what's going on, guys?
And you see as 2 of them just turn to you.
I'll raise
as
my
the
hammer.
Other 2 just like
I'll raise my
place
hammer.
their spears next to you. They're not attacking, but it's like on this kid at this point.
I'll raise my hammer.
I'll take
Get ready a sacred flame.
and I'll take the dodge action. I'll just be very old.
Yeah. But they're just kind of like standoffish at this point.
Do any of you speak the common tongue? Common tongue. I say it in Elvish, I say it in Dwarvish.
They continue just growling.
Nothing.
Do we just?
Infernal? Nope.
Do we just? Like,
Mitski?
knock them out?
Get closer to me.
They have like their spear on.
Yeah,
basically
the
on.
spear is just on.
Where am I?
I'm gonna say you put the
I put my tent next
tent
to the.
or something.
The hut.
I put my tent
The
next
hut,
to the.
yeah, I'm sorry. The hut, you put the hut about 10 feet away from it. The one is in between you 2, with the spear on his chest. The other one is behind you with a spear on his back, and the other 2 are just pointing their spears at you.
So it's me, Lizard,
Yeah. Yeah.
Mitski.
Lizard
Lizard
folk,
folk.
and then 2 one on either side of him.
So it's not like right now.
Okay, so I'll start to move around trying to meet Mitski.
Situation.
The 2 on your sides are just staring and have their spears pointing at you. The one in front of you just like motions up. The spear up, just like leading you to try to go like, somewhere.
We can probably take.
No.
And the rest of us come out of the tent.
can if you want.
Where's everyone else?
Talali, you're not in the tank. You're in
Where the fuck is everyone else?
Talali!
Talali holds out her bow like this, like aimed at them, and then just like caws as loudly as she can. It's like an evil screech. From the tree.
As she does that,
There's 4.
as
I
she
have
does
not
that,
left the hut yet. I'm still in the hut.
I'll bring out spiritual weapon right on the other side, like, yeah, sort of me, spiritual weapon.
I'd like to know that she is on fire.
So we're doing this.
Yeah, at the,
I'm in a hut. I don't know.
the one closest to you turns its fist as facing you with its spear. The other one on its other side looks back at the spiritual weapon and just continues to look back and forth between you and the spiritual weapon. And the other two are still placing their weapons, their spears at you.
You said they didn't recognize this necklace thing?
There seemed to be no response.
Anybody could speak with these people. Anybody
They can hear us inside.
magically speak with these people. But I guess once if I have their attention, I'm gonna like do this with my hammer. I'm gonna sort of like put it to the side with my shield and sort of like lay them down. Does that do anything for them?
I'm sorry, this is interrupted. You said that you bring your weapons down?
Yeah,
Or
like
your-
instead of like attacking motion, I sort of do this like sort of like a passive, like, hey, I'm trying to keep things calm here.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, with disadvantage or advantage or anything.
No, it's
You're still in the hut with me.
yes, just for the simple fact that
4.
4.
I could scare them off.
Do we,
Only 4 of them. Worst comes to worst, you can take it.
do we,
I know, but that would, I mean, we're supposed to be helping these people, aren't we?
Yeah, they don't seem too violent right now. They seem like more just sort of taking their turf.
Like I said, I could scatter them with an image.
maybe we should follow them?
There.
Maybe they want to take us to,
It's just facing me.
maybe they want to take us to the camp with others who can
Yeah.
actually understand us.
Spears aren't gonna work like this.
That's true. Yeah. Ithryl is probably not going to be okay with spears pointed at him.
Well, remember that's not wrong.
Yeah, because we can hear them in the
Talali undraws her bow and puts it down and then points at the lizardman like a spear.
I'll try to charades this very slowly, like this, away.
Does not move it.
And I'll try to very lightly just push it.
You push it back, and he just very forcefully just pushes it back towards your chest.
We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way.
They're just motioning you again.
All right. Should we at least disarm them? Okie dokie.
Can Talali?
too bad I can't mentally talk to people.
Can
As
Talali-
soon as
Because-
Mitski does
wait,
anything,
wait.
I will toll the dead.
Hold on. Well, Cheryl will know what I'm saying.
Can Talali pass without trace on them?
On everyone.
I
You
think
can
it's
pa-
supposed to be-
behind. But that's just gonna make us. It is, yeah.
No, that makes you
Are they trying to
invisible
lead
unless
you guys
they're
to?
magical.
No. Pass without trace just increases your stealth.
Can't
check.
speak to them.
No, I know, but did you say
Wait.
you said they're motioning Mitski with their spear?
Yeah, they're just
Walk somewhere.
yeah.
Am I right there?
They don't
Yeah, you guys are about 10 feet away.
You in the house?
You're about
Oh, we
10
could just-
feet
we
away.
could
And,
Scooby-Doo this shit and fall.
you're about 10 feet away from
So-
Mitski.
I want to try one more time to communicate with them that we will go if these are away.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
8.
8. Again, you try and charades it away, and just very again forcefully just pushes it right back towards you.
All right. I will, with both hands, I'll try to grab them both
It's not.
and sit them up, stand under there.
It's something else.
Okay.
When she sees him doing this, can Talali try to fly upwards and land behind the guy who had the spear?
Yes, although this is going to be happening at the same time right now. What are you going to be doing?
I said I was holding until the dead.
Double that? Okay.
Oh, we're just gonna disarm him. Don't kill him.
Yep.
Brent.
You guys are just watching, like.
So if it gets bad, I guess we'll bail them out. Only it gets wild. Yeah.
We're doing more than just disarming people.
Oh, that
I'm
makes
very loud.
that
I
would
say
be-
we are
well,
just
hold on,
disarming.
okay, would Gray have anything for this?
Ithryl, we are just
You have his
disarming.
character sheet, right? Yeah.
Stay inside.
For Gray?
Yeah, would he have anything for this? Would he
I
have
can pull it
tongues?
up.
Would he have
I can pull it
anything
up.
like that?
Oh, does he have comprehend
I
language?
don't know. He's a
That's
druid
right.
of the forest.
I don't think it's a druid. It's
He's a lizard folk of the forest.
He can speak Undercommon. So would he be able to talk to them?
I can certainly try.
Would he know if he talks?
Yeah, would he know
talk?
if he's ever had a conversation with lizard folk in their language?
He knows that some lizard folk can speak common.
They've
These
used
ones-
that,
these
okay, so
ones
then
are-
he knows that it wouldn't be
These ones apparently don't speak common.
Comprehend language is not a druid spell, so you
No, tongues is what I thought he might have.
Oh.
See, I didn't know to actually take that spell.
Very handy spell.
Nice,
So
absolutely.
in the meantime, you are trying to disarm them.
Yeah, them both.
Okay. You're gonna have to make.
They don't speak Druidic
You can
either,
choose
do they?
for mechanics' sake. You can only choose one of them.
Yeah.
Because that would be like a standard action, and it would be a contested
Throw a
check.
dagger, I wouldn't know what it came from.
It would be contested strength check.
Can I do our
What was that?
No.
Don't figure it out.
Acrobatics,
Actually,
no.
yeah.
It's just you're trying to force it out of their hands, unfortunately.
Don't forget about it, huh? Can what? Tax leave? I don't know, maybe he might be able to put his hand
That's a
outside
14.
and throw it.
11. So, you see as you try to like push it again, just trying to like push it again. This time you see as again they just force it back into place in the same spot.
Okay.
You said that you were casting Toll the Dead.
Yeah.
On which one?
Was on. I guess it's just one, right?
Yep.
How many have spears on them?
Two of them. One in front of him, one in the back. The one to his left is looking at Talali. The one to his right is looking back and forth between you and the spiritual weapon.
The one looking at the spiritual weapon.
Okay. So he rolled a 6.
Failed. Oh man, he might.
Max
might be
damage.
Yeah.
That is 15
Wait, what?
necrotic damage.
He hasn't taken any damage.
He hasn't taken any damage. Rolling the same right dice.
What?
You.
It's Toll the Dead, so he rolled a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, and what's the damage dice you use?
2d8.
Is it 2d12 if you take the damage?
D12 if they took damage, yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's a good
What a
spell.
strong spell.
Well, that's 12 damage, you said?
No, it's 15.
15? Okay, so I would like everyone to roll initiative because he just dropped.
Can I roll initiative inside the tent?
Yes, everyone.
Talali and try to do something.
Heyo!
Right, share
Bingo! Bongo! It's not a 20, but it's that much. Roll 19.
We will do Theater of the Mind because I didn't.
So I got 20.
Set up a map
I got
for that.
21.
Larry,
Huh?
she had her held action.
Yeah, you said you flew up and came down, correct?
Right behind them. She's gonna try to disarm them.
Okay. You can. Which one are you attempting to disarm? The one that's looking directly at you? Okay.
Is your phone connected to the Wi-Fi?
No.
No.
Is your eyebrow strength your leg bone?
It's just something the Bluetooth does. We need to figure it out.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
went right
so what was your roll?
5.
Got a 17. So again, doesn't give. But that is going to end that. So initiative rolls, please.
21. You're going to be.
Maybe I didn't have to be that.
I'm going to
Yeah?
definitely had another spell. I
He
could
drops
try.
it like, Orys!
Now, I have a question. Did these lizard folk look exactly like the dead ones trapped in the dead hole?
Yeah.
Is there strange
It's an audible.
this
It's
about
like,
them?
like bells just.
So 25 to 20.
21. And I guess another question, like, can I choose to only give someone 1 hit point on a healing word?
I
To just
don't
make
think.
them, make them conscious?
I don't think.
What's the difference between like 1 and 5?
Well, I don't know. If you have, good point.
So 20 to 15.
18. Yeah, we're not fucking.
Basically.
I know, I'm planning on using my turn to heal the fucking guy. The poor bastard.
This is Mitski, who has only the track record of you guys killing me.
15 to 10. What do you have?
Oh, Larry, how?
Killed someone, yeah, I got.
Bones goes on your turn.
Can I heal from inside the tent?
Is that going to my action?
Probably the same
No.
rule.
I believe
Magic
you
can't go
said
in, magic
you
can't
decide
go
for
out,
a bonus action
Sound can't go
for you
out.
to use bones.
And they have to be able to hear your words.
I think that's what we did during the
For
spider.
healing word? Oh, I guess that would make sense.
For now, yeah. Well, and
That's a
then
good point.
we can just discuss it later. But Gabriel, you are up first. So you see as each of them, as Mitski and Talali rush and try and disarm them, Orys just reaches and brings up his hammer, and as it emits this shock of energy, you see as one of the lizard folk just gets this sparks just emit from him, and he just drops. The rest of them happy. So,
Well, it says if I leave into the hut, if I walk out of the hut drops. So, it doesn't take an action to drop the hut, it's just
Yeah.
physically leaving the
Yeah.
hut. So, where are these lizard men located?
they are about, the closest one is about 10 feet away from you. The next one is 15, and then 20.
Okay.
I mean, sorry, 15 and 15, and the next one is 25, because then it's Mitski.
I will step out of the hut with a cigarette lit, and I will shoot one with a crossbow,
He's so good.
Right?
and then
During this exchange, this looks bad.
I'll walk out
Sorry.
smoking my cigarette, shoot one with my crossbow, and look at the other one who's down and say, "Oh, scaly boy, oh, scaly boy, wake up, oh, scaly boy."
I love
As
it.
a bonus action. Healing word.
All right, nice.
So I roll
so,
a hit with the crossbow.
okay,
22.
22 hits.
D8 basically. 7 points of damage.
Nice. Okay.
And my healing word.
Which one did you attack with the crossbow?
The one that was closest. You said one was 10 feet
Okay.
away from me.
Okay.
Close enough for a range attack, or far enough for a range attack.
Okay.
And I believe my healing word is 1d4.
1d4.
It does-
Plus your
that
spell
doesn't
casting ability
change
modifier.
with level, right?
Nope.
No. Only if you want to cast it at higher levels.
Yeah.
Nope. Even if you cast it at a high level, I believe it's. Is it more
No.
people?
Or plus your
I'm only gonna
modifier.
cast
Oh,
it
okay.
as,
Oh,
like,
an
as
additional
base
D4.
level.
So, yeah.
Plus your modifier.
Plus your spellcasting
yeah,
ability
yeah.
modifier.
Healing
Sorry.
word 1d4.
Oh, you did.
I'm trying to roll low, by the way.
Well.
Here, give it to me.
Oh, it's plus my spellcat. Ooh.
Ability modifier,
Oh,
yeah.
he's gonna get some hate
So
points back.
you get some healing, buddy.
He's got 9 points back.
9.
Is
Okay.
this really the time to heal?
I felt bad.
So, so as the notes and song just emit from Gabriel's vicinity, you see as this downed lizard folk just kind of like moves a little bit from it and it's on the ground, and although he does not understand, the message was sent.
He felt with
Music
my-
is-
my
And what was the
melody.
what was the damage from your attack? 7.
7
Okay.
points of damage.
All right, that is gonna end your turn.
That will end my turn.
All right, Talali, you are up.
She had to get like really close
Yeah,
right?
you are 5 feet from the one on
So-
Mitski's left.
She's gonna try to grapple it to
Okay.
bring it down to the ground.
Okay, that's a contested strength check, contested athletics check. So that is a 18.
14.
Again, I don't know why I'm rolling high. But no, you keep that. I'm gonna need that for later. So again, as you are again trying to peacefully handle this, you go and reach for his shoulders and try to pin it for a bit, and as it just breaks free of you, it just brings forward its spear and just breaks free of your grasp. It's
That
gonna
was
just.
my standard action, right?
Hmm?
I still have my bonus action.
Yes.
Can she just bring out her dagger and just kind of stab?
Yes.
So she does that. She yells out, "We tried." That would be 19.
19. All right. That will definitely hit.
That would be
8.
8.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Mitski and Ithryl, it's your turn. Oh crap! Didn't roll for Gray. Cool. He goes last.
Natural 20.
Wait, Orys, what was your initiative? Never mind.
So I guess I assume I see everyone else trying to use their weapons, so I guess this.
Oh, the hut dropped. So
Guess I'm going in.
Oh,
skinny.
God! You're gonna kill him.
Everyone else is doing it.
Last words of every teenager. Everyone else is doing it.
I'm taking
So-
the cue from those before me. So.
All right.
I guess I'll song it to the closest one towards me.
The one Gabriel shot. Okay.
He just healed.
No, the other one healed. Healed the other one.
Ithryl, you can
So
back of the dagger.
on your turn, Gabriel, on your turn you may speak. But
I didn't hear anything. It's like
I heard nothing.
Oh my god.
22 to hit.
22 hit.
Does me having shout "Don't kill them" count for anything?
Everyone else is using their weapons. I see people stab them with daggers.
You are your own.
She's kind.
You are your own man. You do what you want to. So, oh sweet goodness, you doing sneak attack damage too?
Yeah.
Wait, blunt damage crossbow.
All right.
I'll commission that to next level in town.
Is that 22 damage?
He is down.
Okay.
All right.
How down is down?
Oh.
Insta-kill?
Shit!
All right.
I wasted a healing spell.
No, that wasn't the one I killed. That was the other one.
I know, but he just killed that one.
They're really easy to kill.
Let me do a little bit. 7. You said 22?
Yeah.
Okay, he's down. He's
Down?
Down.
Down isn't dead.
One more damage would have been
Heal
dead.
things.
Saunter away.
All right.
Call it somewhere else.
So that's it. Mitski
you hit
is
a
also
down
your
enemy.
turn.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you said
Oh
could
my
hit
god,
the
it was
down
my
one.
turn too. I could have said
Yep.
something.
He just
Yep.
shot the one. He just hit the one that I shot the crossbow.
Just came behind me in the rapier.
I'm gonna go.
So Mitski, what are you up to, bud?
Ithryl, I just punched that one in the face. Ithryl, bam! Don't kill them.
Which one?
The one that was in front of me.
I'm looking down at the
That's the one he just hit.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Ithryl, bam!
There's no one behind you? Make an attack
Your
roll.
fists are weapons. I spoiled Neverland.
Alright, what's the attack roll?
Do I have advantage because he's there?
No, because he's behind
Because
you.
Talali's there.
Talali is
I'm
10
fighting
feet
for
to your
this.
left. Talali is 10 feet to your
1
left.
plus 2.
Because there's one in between you and Talali.
Cool.
She's
Go
to your
ahead.
left. I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead.
buddy.
Go ahead.
Uh,
Natural one.
Natural 1.
I'm gonna flurry blows. 'cause
Sounds
I'm
appropriate.
Because now I'm Tony's annoyed.
Sounds appropriate.
You said yours.
Hey.
Oh, natural 18.
Natural 18? That'll hit.
And I'm gonna try to use stunning strike.
Okay.
Ithryl. Fuck. Hits again.
He said, if you know what?
That's I said Ithryl, don't kill them. And that is my fist, which is 7 damage.
7. Nice.
And stunning strike, so he has roll a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 16 plus 1. 17.
passes.
Actually, plus 2. 18.
I have another punch. Oh, I didn't do that. That hits. Yeah, I'll make a regular. Because I'm just gonna kill it or knock him out anyway. 8.
8. That misses.
No, 8 damage.
Oh.
The roll was a 22.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that hits.
Sorry.
Sorry. Okay. 8.
Yeah. Non-lethal, please.
He's still alive.
Cool. I have my bonus or my extra attack for at 5th level.
But he's still up. So 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
9.
Oh wait, no, he is down.
Okay,
sorry.
cool.
So I just did the math.
Yeah, that's it then. That's.
You have a third blow, right?
I have my extra attack because I forgot I had an extra attack and I used my flurry of blows first.
Okay.
So with my extra attack, I will sit there and look pretty.
So you just knocked
All right.
him down too?
Yeah, I knocked him
sure.
out. I did not kill him.
So the one on your left and right are both going to make an attack at you, Mitski. Actually, no, sorry. The one on your left is going to attack you, Talali, who's trying to disarm him.
There's only one up, right?
No, there are 2 up. One that's
down.
one.
Yeah, he healed, but he's still down.
Oh, he is
Right?
prone. He's still prone.
He's prone,
So
but
I don't know where he's at in relation. I don't know where you think his distance was.
he is prone, but he is up, but like
He's
a lot
going, so
forward.
he's going to get up and he's going to attack.
Yes.
Wow, this guy's dumb shit. Sorry.
Oh, wait, was there another one in melee range?
Huh? Yes, there's 2. One on your left and one on your right.
So there were 4?
There was
surrounding me?
4. Yes.
Oh, can I punch the one on my left?
Yeah, sorry, 'cause that's your react.
I'm sorry.
Retroactively do that.
It's 18.
That's plus 2 because Talali's there. But yeah, 20. Yeah, that hit.
Stunning strike. That's 4 damage.
4 damage. Alright. Okay.
And he has a roll a con save.
That's 7.
He is stunned.
Okay.
Good.
So you see as Mitski brings back a couple of elbows to his back and just completely knocks the wind out of him with the first one. And as he leans forward, he brings back an elbow again and just knocks him out with that. As he turns to the left, he hits him right in the neck, and you see as the reaction from it just seizes up the body. That's an interesting.
Not killed.
Hope, it is your go.
He's just getting Wait, it's the one that was turn.
Oh, sorry, it's the lizard's turn. Sorry. So the one that's stunned, does he make a saving throw at the beginning or end of his turn?
Let me read.
The one that prone is going to get up and attack you, though. And that is a 11 to hit. So that's the 2 miss.
He is completely. He cannot do anything until the beginning of the end of my next turn.
Okay. So there's no saving throws for him.
He's completely incapacitated. Can't
Okay.
move, can't speak.
Okay. And the other one is just trying to like get a control of its limbs. Hope, it is your turn. Sorry.
You said there's one down?
There are 2 down. One of them stunned, and one of them attacking Mitski.
So
I'm
2.
gonna
Hmm?
dash over and bonk.
Which one? The one attacking?
Yeah.
All right.
Comic book letters. Honk.
Okay, so using
Quarterstaff.
using your quarterstaff. All right, make an attack roll. I'm gonna bonk you. 14 hits.
Yeah, your
Strength modifier.
that was just 0. Oh, so it's ooh.
It's 2.
Yeah.
2 damage.
It's a negative strength modifier.
She was just like,
Wait, you don't roll for it. It's just it's 1 plus your strength.
A quarterstaff?
Huh?
No.
Oh, yeah, quarterstaff. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, my quarterstaff,
Sorry.
I
So,
hit it,
yeah.
I rolled a 3, and then my strength is -1.
Oh, awesome. So 2.
Your wrist hurts very weirdly.
This is the one.
You're gonna be sore in the morning.
Yeah.
The only thing is
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. That is going to end your turn. All right. It is Gray's turn. You see as Gray reaches out his hand and produces a little, tiny little flame, and as he chucks it. Actually, be nice. He's going to go over and try and bonk him as well.
Well, E-Claw's got a spear.
Actually.
Give him the paw. Give him the paw.
The blunt end with the E-claw.
Yeah, with the blunt end.
He's playing baseball with his E-claw.
All right. So he's gonna make an attack with that. Actions. Attack. E-claw. So that's +1 to hit. So that is a 12, which just misses. So that's good. As he comes over, he tries to be like, damn it, and just brings down the claw, the E-claw, and as it just misses, he's just like, I'm gonna kill you if you live. And that's gonna end his turn. Orys, it is your turn.
All right, with my bonus action, gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word. You said there's one guy down, the other two are just.
No, there are 2 down, 1 stunned, and 1 is awake and trying to. The one that he healed is up and attacking him.
Okay, so whichever is closest to my spiritual weapon, I
Mhm.
will Healing Word.
That's the one that's attacking him.
No, whichever one is down and closest to my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Doesn't
So
really matter. I
what
guess
I'm
it doesn't
saying,
really
what
matter.
what I'm giving you a heads up on is if you use the healing spell, he's going to heal. He's going to do the same thing that happened with Gabriel. He's going to heal, get up, and attack.
I know.
Just
Do
so you
my
know.
plan.
Okay.
Do my plan.
I know.
Okay. So
It's not his turn though, so
okay. So he's going to do that.
he's gonna heal for 8 points.
Okay. This is the one next to your spiritual weapon.
Yeah, whichever's closest. That's down.
So that's the one that was behind Mitski.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
And then with
The one
my,
that's in front of you is still unconscious, though.
with my action, I will cast tongues
Okay.
and tell them if they wish to live, put your weapons down, and you may walk out of this alive.
You can make a intimidation check.
I see. I'm like, I hear this. I hear him like speaking. I'm like, this motherfucker.
Well, you just hear me saying
I hear no. I hear you talking in a language I don't understand.
no tongues. They could just understand me.
So intimidation.
That's how that works.
7.
You guys
7?
on yourself right now on other people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So
So they understand what I'm saying.
They can understand it. Yeah. A spell that grants you touch.
Is he speaking
Two.
common or is he speaking?
No, it grants you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears.
Moreover, least one.
When the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language.
Can hear the target understand what it says.
Okay. Okay.
So
they
I understand
do-
what they're saying. They understand what I'm saying.
I guess the question is, are you speaking common or are you speaking lizard?
I'm just saying it in common, but they're understanding what I'm saying as if I was saying
Okay.
in lizard folk.
Because I was gonna say, if I'm hearing you speaking something different, I'm like, this motherfucker.
Okay, gotcha.
Could have done this the whole time.
Yeah, this is-
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm sorry. So let me
Yeah.
rephrase what I said real quick. We are from the Bendelian Empire.
Sorry.
You know, that's what I had planned.
I know. That's why I rolled an intimidation rather than a persuasion.
Well, no, I'm still going to say the other part, but I meant to say we are from the Bendelian Empire. You may still walk out of this alive if you put your weapons down. So it's still an intimidation, really. I just forgot to say that we're from the Bendelian
I'm
Empire.
definitely gonna do it for this.
It's a 3rd level spell. I'm not much worth it.
Well, my persuasion is plus 8, so.
Okay. Don't fuck up next time. I'm gonna let you have this one.
Thank you.
This one. Don't fuck up next time. Good letting people have one. Okay. So that's gonna end that.
It's a 3rd level spell.
I know. Don't fuck up. So that is going to end that. That is going to end your turn.
Yes.
All right. Gabriel, top of the round. It's your turn.
The one that is down. Would I be able to tie him with rope and then heal him?
Oh, it lasts an hour too. So.
That would no. It would take your bonus action to get your rope, and then your standard action to try and tie him up. So.
Would I know if this individual? Would I know if this? Would I know if this individual is say sick? A whole round from now, he's still going to be alive, and I'll be able to bring him back.
You would make a medicine check.
That doesn't take an action,
No.
right?
A second. I'm gonna let that be up here.
Medicine, you said?
No.
14.
14. As far as you know, he seems to be still conscious as of right now. He seems to be badly injured, and for now, he's not completely dead, but he's making his way there.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I'm just going to. I'll tie his ankles.
Okay.
Tie his ankles and hands.
All right, make a survival check.
Oh, I didn't even. No, wait. Well, maybe. Not really. 11.
11?
Is it
Okay.
conscious?
Yeah, just about how well you tied it up.
Uh,
But okay. I don't. Well, as far as you know, you guys, the rest of you guys see is seeing the opening. Gabriel rushes over and puts in one hand, has his cigarette, and puts it like against his ear as he pulls out his rope and begins to tie. Midway through, like finishing off his knot, he just pulls a puff and finishes off the thing. Talali, you are up.
The guy she was attacking is still on her, or?
The guy who you're attacking is stunned currently. From Mitski.
Seeing Gabriel tie the guy up, she was going to try to do the same.
So you're gonna try and tie up the guy in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's gonna be your, again, same thing. It's gonna be your bonus action, pull out the rope, and then standard action to tie. Okay, make a survival check.
Ooh, that's
Nice. Okay. So you see as his limbs are like stunned and locked into place from the attack, and you see as Talali very quickly wraps the ropes around and just ties one part of it around one arm, around the other arm, and just begins wrapping them together and makes a very quick, skillful knot as he is just completely just standing there, lassoed up. All right. That's gonna end your turn.
I don't have any bonus actions.
No, now to get your rope out, you'll see a bonus action.
Everyone else is down, right?
No, there is one guy. There's two guys up. One that he just healed, that was behind Mitski, and one to the right of Mitski. Second.
Can she send her bird to attack the guy who just healed?
That was your bonus action to
Oh,
pull
okay,
out the
then.
thing. So.
Bird's turn.
No.
No, because of mechanics, because there's animal companions in the game already and stuff like that, just to keep it balanced. So that is that. That is Talali, Mitski, and Ithryl. You two, your turns.
I see everyone else is yours.
Not killing.
So my work is done. Just don't do anything.
All right. So, Ithryl, you just ease back for a bit. Just wait for any signs of your skills being needed. Mitski, what are you gonna do?
Well, sorry, Orys, and I'm gonna try to knock out the one that he just healed.
All right. You can attack roll.
Did I just heal? That's still on the ground.
Yeah, because I don't want him
The
to
one
attack
behind
me.
you. Yeah.
Wait,
The one
There's still
behind
one
you.
up too.
the
Yeah,
one,
the
to
one-
the left of me.
The one to the left of you, she just tied up. The one in front of you is he tied up. The
One
one
to the right.
behind you is the one he just healed,
Uh-huh,
and the one to the right of you is attacking you.
Okay, I'll hit the one on the right of me.
All right. Make an attack roll.
Ignores the one in front
Oh,
of him.
sorry, 28.
What's that?
26.
That
I
hits.
can count. 7.
7.
Yeah.
He is down.
Non-lethal, please.
Non-lethal, yes. I'm
So what
allowing
does that
one.
mean?
Non-lethal.
You just put
Non-lethal.
them on 0, but they're like not making
Yeah,
sense.
they're just
Yeah.
unconscious. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, certain things
you
you
have
can't
to
you
say
can't
that?
hit them with like
You
yeah,
gotta
one
say
you
it.
have to say it. 2, it has to be possible to do non-lethal. So you can't hit someone with a fireball and say non-lethal. Not happening.
If I have a crossbow bolt, but it doesn't have a sharp end on it, it's just got like a flat, like a round rock on the end.
It is going to do 1 damage.
Whoa! Can't do the same amount of damage just.
If you
No,
but
because
you
that's
can-
what causes the damage. Is the point.
But you can crossbow bolt them in the shoulder or in the foot, like, and not kill them.
With piercing damage, you can say non.
I'm gonna say.
Can you say Can you say non-lethal with any kind of slashing or poison?
If you want to do, because if it's a range attack, I would require an additional roll just to see how precise you are with it.
Hit the I'll mose it.
Yeah, if you want to do
Hit the main
non-lethal.
artery.
Exactly. Like,
That part of the leg, like, oops.
It's that-
if you want to be non-lethal with an
It's
an
that-
arrow or a bolt,
That
you're gonna have
scene
to do an
from what we
additional
do in the shadows, where it's just just spraying all over.
Exactly.
The place.
So, continuing it.
I have an extra attack. Can I use it to attempt to grapple this, or to attempt to? No. Can I hold my extra attack?
No, you can hold a
It's
standard
still
action.
part of your
yeah.
side
I see.
I'm gonna look that up.
Can I attempt to
Gotta be
grapple
some
this
kind of
other
punch.
one with my extra attack?
Dart.
No, that's a standard action in itself.
So it has to be like a punch.
But there's 2 that are awake. Right now.
Huh?
No. For
Yeah,
crossbow.
Not
yeah.
including the one.
Punch
There's
just
2 that's tied up.
one that
There's
doesn't
one
do
that you just
piercing
knocked
damage,
unconscious.
different
There's one
kind of
behind
damage.
you.
Cool. I'm gonna
Yeah.
use
Knock
my
it
extra
in.
attack on that one.
All right.
Just throw a rock.
That is.
Sling is a real thing.
24.
24 hits.
Just very limited on just
5 damage.
Okay. He is.
sling and stone.
So with the heel of my foot, I'm like, we're done.
All right.
We're done.
It is his turn.
We're done.
What does he
You
say?
literally just punched him in the face and said, "We're
I
done."
hit him with the heel of my foot.
He
I'm like,
is
we're done
going
now.
to attack
we
you.
can stop.
Wait, I thought this one was down.
Huh?
Wait, do they say anything to what I said?
He speaks down.
It's a spell.
Again, you are saying
Spell.
we come in peace. He just punched him in the
didn't say
face.
that. I
Bas-
said
essentially,
give up.
I know, but you attacked after he said it.
That's true.
I said give up.
So that's gonna be a 13 to hit.
We're done. And
He's just doing. He's just yeah, giant. That's
But
savage.
like, hold on to it, like,
Everyone,
stop.
All right.
tie them up. All the way tie
That
them
is
up,
gonna end
heal.
his turn.
Knock them out. Tie them up. Put them back.
Okay.
Good original plan. We should open with
Okay.
that.
I thought of it. That's it. He's like, oh, I got back up. First attack.
Remember? No, I'm not.
These guys want it.
So
Want it. They're about that.
that is going to end its turn. Hope, it is your go.
There's only one up.
There's only one up.
And I'm holding its spear.
Try to grab them. You could try.
Certainly try.
Yeah, no, can handle that last one. So I think that there's one other that's not tied up.
Yeah, there's one that's unconscious that's not tied up.
Okay.
There's one that is tied up and bleeding out, and there's one that is just. Yeah, there's one that's tied up and bleeding out, and there's one that is just tied up, and tied up and stunned.
I already tied the bleeding out one.
Yeah.
I got him on the back.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna hop
The one that's unconscious?
Why are
Alright,
you
make a
holding
survival. Okay, so again, make a survival check. It's the quick one. He's not high here.
on. 10.
10?
It's not
That's all you needed.
Yeah.
That's all you needed. That's going to end your turn. Again, you see his gray brings out a little flame. Just looks at the guy. Just puts the flame away and just swings his e-claw.
Gray.
And that hits.
Damn it, Gray. Use your grasping vines.
Gray wants to
Yeah.
non-lethal this damage. I'm sure of it.
No.
If he was here right now,
No.
My God.
He is done with this guy. He hit him with. He stick him with a
Is
point.
it an ego thing because he missed on the first hit?
Huh?
So it's an ego thing because he missed on the
Yep.
first hit?
Being
Uh,
key right now.
Very bad Kitty.
So that's 1 point, and
Can
he
I
goes unconscious.
can I not? Okay.
So, with all of the immediate danger taken care of, apparently, what are you guys
Immediately
doing?
want to. The one that is down that I tied.
I'll spare the dying.
I want to
horse,
heal
but,
him. Yeah, I want to just heal him and then tie the next one up too.
Okay.
I need to make checks.
And yourself.
How much time do we have of the night still?
We'll have an hour until the spell runs out.
The sun is starting to go up. You guys got about 2 hours. This happened about 2 hours before your watch ended. Basically.
So we could theoretically
6
still
hours.
get a little bit more sleep.
Maybe.
I mean, they're gonna come looking for them.
I mean, at least a short rest worth.
Did you get hurt?
No, but I used a lot of key points.
Like what?
I mean, take a rest if you
This,
want.
do I sound like right now?
What?
Yes, I'm going to heal and then tie the next one up next to me, and I'm just going to kind of just yell, tie them up, and then we'll wake them back up so they don't die.
Or attack us.
No hog ties, please.
But
So,
if we leave them alive,
who has
then
rope left?
they will
Use your rope.
perhaps
50
free us.
feet of rope.
Yes, one rope though. That is 50 feet long.
I can tie two people together in one rope, right?
Okay, so you're gonna untie and
Two
retie.
people in a sequence, yeah.
Untie and retie. Okay, make
My
another
God,
survival
this
check.
is like this is
Just tell
bad.
me.
We
Just
shouldn't.
tell me, do I need to roll another survival
Yes,
check?
yes. Make another survival check.
I got this. I got
These
this. Just
things-
go ahead and heal them.
Okay, well then I healed the one that I tied up already with the 7 points.
Okay.
13 survival. Thank God.
13.
Because yeah.
All right.
I'm very confident.
Yeah.
As far as you can tell, it's pretty decent night. But as they all just lay there in their unhappy state,
Yeah, once we like.
actually, funny enough, the one that was stunned, his stun wears off, and he's just like
Yeah.
wiggling around in the
Yeah,
room.
Hey, calm down.
So
calm
like,
down.
yeah, once we have them basically not dead,
Yeah.
I want to sit them all up floors and then tie them together even more.
First
So like
I'll
they're tied
start
up
with the rope.
individually.
You're gonna need another rope
And then
for
I
that
want to
one.
make
He's
them
making
into
it
a
real
little
complicated.
You're gonna need
back-to-back
another rope
square.
for that one.
He's making it
Okay.
real complicated.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
So you
when
got
he
your
wakes
rope
up-
done, your rope's done, your rope's done. Who else has rope? Make sure you're checking your
Talali has
inventory.
like 50 feet of rope.
I know,
Half
but
of a football field of rope.
That's yards.
Same, yeah, that is
Still a
correct.
lot
Sorry.
of
A lot different. Just
again,
That's like a 5-story
Anyway.
building.
mechanic.
Okay,
You have
next thing-
one rope.
As soon as
I let you use two with two people.
Okay, so someone give me the rope real fast. Give me the rope.
Who else has rope?
D&D. Everyone gets rope. It's like a fucking
Just about,
starter kit.
just about, but not
Oh my
everyone.
God. As soon as I see one of them waking up
Mm-hmm.
or like conscious, I'm gonna talk to them. Like, hey, why are you attacking us?
We can't respond to. Oh wait, yes he can. Okay.
Oh wait, do I make this roll now though to tie all 4 of them like back to back to back?
No one's
Whose
giving
rope are you using?
Someone's got a rope.
No one's got.
She's a ranger. She has a rope, right?
She used it.
She didn't use it.
She used
rope,
it.
rope. She did not use her rope.
She used her rope.
She
I
tied-
tied
She
two,
tied the
she
one that
tied
was
one,
stunned.
He tied one.
She tied the one that was stunned.
Do you have a rope?
She tied the one that was
Do you have a rope?
that you healed, and you
Can I
tied
see
the
the
one.
rope? Can I borrow it?
I give him the fucking rope.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't think I have if that was burning,
Can you not?
16.
Can you not tie the one that I'm talking to?
No, they're all tied up. 16. Back to back to back. They're in a square. Doesn't mean they can't
Because I'm
talk.
talking to him.
Doesn't mean they can't talk.
He's
It
not gonna
means-
want to talk if
This
he's
is not
tied
very
up.
friendly.
He's not responding.
Well, I know.
What?
I learned
He's not
these
responding.
in a certain place. It's very friendly in some cultures.
Look, my friends here are gonna hurt you even more if you guys don't talk to me.
Hi, I'm Terry.
Like I said, we're from Bindel. We're here to talk to your people. Why are you attacking us?
Actually, we started.
Can intimidation check?
No, they started with you.
They didn't attack.
16.
16.
I'm gonna try to take a short rest.
You can't talk to them.
Yeah, but you can go.
I'm just chilling.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
just
translate it.
I'm gonna
Perfect day. I'm gonna take a nap right here.
So as you are speaking with him, you see as he's just like continuously squiggling, trying to get out of the ropes until eventually he basically gives up and he looks at you. You and more of your people come to hurt my people.
What did he say? What did he say?
He says we came to hurt him and his people.
His people have have a peace treaty with the Vendalian Empire. How
What are you
fucking
talking
stupid could
about?
he be?
Who else has been coming in and hurting you?
No strange people, strangers who come in with their magic and hurt us, hurt our forests, hurts our water.
Hey, wait, did he call me human? Did you say he called me human?
Why do you choose to attack
the
us
fucking
without
human
getting
hearings.
to know us?
You attacked us.
No, you try to attack him.
No,
Yes.
we wanted to lead him back. You attacked.
You attacked him first.
Actually,
We were defending each
Can't
other.
understand him.
I know, I'm
Oh wait, actually
referring
you
to
can understand him.
He understands me.
Yeah, yeah.
no.
Actually, we did kind of attack for. Okay. I'm resting.
Look,
Time to
we
take
don't
a
want to
punch.
kill you. We want to talk to your people because we're here about a treaty from
We
the
are
Vendel
prepared to
Empire.
die for our people.
We don't want you to
Call
die.
me human.
Ask him what the people who attacked him look like.
Probably an error in translation.
Look, I'm hoping it was. You know, he said the 9 hells came. And
We are trying to help your people. We are trying to help your people, but we can't if you guys keep being aggressive.
Be aggressive.
If you four keep being aggressive. that's what I'm saying.
Now we got persuasion time.
Persuasion. 19.
19. Speak with my brothers.
Are they awake yet? Can you guys try to wake these guys up?
No, you've already healed them all. They're all awake. That was the thing. That was the process. Was to tie them up, heal them, and then tie them all together.
Oh, okay.
So they couldn't really.
Okay, so I'll ask them to heal.
Alright, so yeah, they are, months past where they all eventually come to outside of the battle. But as he looks to each other, and you can hear them just murmuring to each other. You make a perception check unless you're getting all up in their face.
Perception. 14.
14? Okay. So you hear as they're going back and forth between each other, discussing whether or not to trust you. You hear overhear statements of other people coming and claiming to be Vendelians who were not.
As I hear this, I'll motion to summon for Mitski. Hey, bring that medallion over.
I'm sure it's them already, but I'll walk up.
I'll grab it and then just sort of like bring it closer to them so they can see it. Look, this is real. We're not trying to play you. We're trying to help.
So the last one had one as well. So how do we know that that one works as well? It's the same.
I don't know what the other one looked like, but this is legitimate. I know what else you want.
They go back and forth discussing it. For the most part, two of them are on the edge about whether to trust you or not. The one you were speaking to is pretty convinced, and the other one is kind of like in the middle.
You know what would be a good show of faith? Would be untimely.
Yeah, I agree, but I think at the moment, until they tell me that we can trust them, I don't want to give them
You
any.
guys have there's one issue. You said that you don't trust them.
Not yet.
I think that will not sack it. I'm sure they're not going to like it.
Good point. You should bring him out.
Well, they are going to blame us on this one. I'll go get him.
I
I
can
got
talk.
him. I got him.
You're just making the situation worse. They're already going to.
Look,
I'm dragging the bedroll over.
as they're bringing him over,
Cigarette
like,
in my
look,
mouth, better, and I'm gonna
as a
bring
show
out
of good
Marlon.
faith, we found one of your brethren on the
Yeah.
road, on the way here. And I sort of like help him bring it over here and do the wrap.
Yeah.
I think he's been dead.
Deity.
think he's been dead for a couple of days, so there was nothing we could do to help him.
You see, they look over and they're, all of them at this point are just trying to like shrug so each of them can see to the rest of their abilities.
Just thinking about it.
They're all, yeah, exactly. So they're just like, yeah, I know.
What's going on?
Exactly, I know.
What is it, Frankie?
It's Tim.
Anyway.
But as they discuss again, make another persuasion check with advantage.
19 again.
So about a minute or two goes by as they again continue to murmur. Okay, we will take you to the seer. She will decide.
Now, does she speak the common tongue? Because I can't keep this spell up for much longer.
Yes, that's what we tried to do before.
Well, spears don't usually work like that. Can you lead us over there if we free you guys up a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. Can we tie them up with their hands in front of them instead?
Yes.
They're gonna lead us over to their seer. They're gonna lead over this.
We are significantly. We outnumber them. We outstrength them, and they don't have their weapons. We can untie them fully. They can't run from us. They catch them.
It's much simpler. Yeah, if we lose them, there's no way to find them. Okay, so we're gonna free you guys up a little bit. Okay, you're gonna lead us.
Now you will release us.
You can't do that. You might run away.
You ask us to trust you, but you showed no trust yourselves.
I'm giving you trust by freeing you as best as I can. Alright,
Tell that
tell you
motherfucker
what.
he calls me a human again. I'm gonna rip his heart out.
Tell you what, we take your spears, but we free you guys up.
Gabriel's fucking
Fair enough. Five.
How does that close?
It was almost a 17.
Yeah, it's right next to it. Now, you will show us the same trust that you ask of us.
Alright, fair enough. Just go ahead and free them up.
Here's your rope. Here's your rope. Here's my rope. Get all our ropes back.
How do we know they won't tell their town what we did to them? They might just arrest us.
I wouldn't worry.
We're probably stronger than all of their time together.
They're pretty savage.
Would you like me to bring
Don't
your...
even speak the common tongue.
Would you like me to bring your brethren with us?
Most of my people do not speak the common tongue.
You see as one of them walks over.
She doesn't seem to know.
You guys said you left the necklace on it? The
Yeah,
necklace on it?
yeah, the yellow.
You see as he walks over and takes the necklace off of him. Just looks at it for a second and puts it into what would be a pocket. And joins the rest of them and just nods to you. Huh?
So you don't... Do you want me to bring the
he
body?
said, yeah, he nods to you. Walks over to the rest of them.
I'll carry the body.
Yep.
Respectfully, of course. You know, not slung over my shoulder or anything, you know,
Oh no, wait, shouldn't they carry their own people? Don't make your respect for that. I mean, I feel like it'd be more honorable if their own people take their respect.
Don't worry about me. I got you.
Well, I have to order them. I have to order them. But, do like that trick, you'll have to teach me to say that. Referring to the way you spoke to speak.
Maybe if we have time.
When we pack up, I'm gonna take the necklace. Now I'm gonna do the same thing I did with back holding, which is just keep it in my hands, inspect it, play with it, see how long it takes for it to not work anymore.
I thought it was already broken. Broken. You did. The back of holding?
Or no, the necklace, as if it would. Remember how I did the back
I thought you
holding?
said the back of the
Yeah.
holding.
So I'm gonna do that with the necklace.
I did look at this the sheet with the class stats. It's once a day thing.
The active choice is once a day.
Yeah, but while you are holding it, it's inactive. But
That's good.
You guys continue for about another about 6 hours before you come to the entrance to what seems to be a very, very shoddy little village. All of the little huts around are entirely made out of wood and hay. You see just there's an array of little kids.
They have petty
Little lizard children running around in this early as the stream seems to continue on and divide near the front of the village as it splits the village into two. For the most part, a couple of the larger huts are scattered around the exterior of it, where you see a couple of other lizard folk in very similar attire and wielding spears of their own, all of which are staring at you guys as you begin to enter.
Yeah. Is there like a sign?
Huh?
Like a sign?
Has it been an hour?
Huh?
Does it say like welcome to
Yeah, it's been about 6.
Bannerland?
It's been 6 hours.
What?
So we walked for 6 hours?
Yes.
It's out of character.
Yeah, unless you guys wanted to do something in those 6 hours, that you guys followed them.
Can I tune into this necklace?
Yeah. If you want to. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to just. Okay. I'm just.
You want to tune to it?
Yeah.
Okay. As you begin to just continue to focus on it, or you're gonna put it on. You begin to, those of you around see, make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
17.
17? Okay. So you guys around can see as Mitski begins to put on the necklace, you see as this bit of light emits from the gem at the end of the necklace. And as it just, you don't feel any different as it happens.
It's a medium light?
Huh? It's very, for a few seconds it does, as he puts it on.
Kid, I don't want to tell you your business, but I have a feeling that necklace is going to kill someone in this group. I really suggest either we get rid of it.
That's the plan. I think it attempted to cast a spell on me and it didn't work.
That would make sense actually, wouldn't it?
I'm just trying to, the more I understand it, the better I can take it apart.
Yeah.
Nothing happens after it.
Yeah, but it still retains its magic qualities.
As far as you're concerned. Again, whilst you're holding it, it's kind of like dims itself. It loses its like glow of sorts and allure.
So I'm attuned to it?
Yep, as far as you can tell.
So I can cast Sending.
I can guess.
Well, I can cast Sending. I would like to attempt to do so.
The old barbecue.
Well, I guess I'm doing a good job. So that'll be the one.
That's your sending spell? That was your...
No, I said
That was your
nothing happens.
message?
Nothing happens.
Oh,
I said
okay.
nothing happens.
Hi, evil demon. I'm actually ruining your day.
No one else plan on doing anything in the 6 hours that you guys are following them?
The 6 hours?
Yeah, you guys are going to be following the lizard folk for about 6 hours before you reach the village.
I guess I would have let him know that...
You can't do a short rest during a walking 6 hours, right?
Yes, you can.
Well.
As long as you're not doing anything other than walking.
I would have let him know that the spell was going to run out and I wasn't going to be able to.
Did anyone take damage? I didn't think so. Never mind. We're
Were
good.
we attacked?
No.
Yes!
No.
Yes, some of us in the party were actually attacked.
Just because I have Song of Rest, but
Yeah, no.
No one.
I just,
No one.
it's like no one good. No one took damage.
No
They
one took
attacked me
damage.
multiple times.
Call it a fight?
They missed, but they still attempted.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good question. Damn, that's what we need to buy in the next town. So we don't have to always use our magic. I think they have like little boxes with bandage, so we can treat people without having to use magic. So bring someone back from the edge of death. We just say, what if no one had any magic left in them for the day? Like, there was a certain amount that runs out.
I already got the sound effects
Yeah,
going
sorry.
on.
Good idea.
Sounds like static.
We gotta see if they sell those things.
Yes.
I don't know what they're called.
Yeah.
Third?
Eight.
Eight. Third day.
I don't know, it's one of those.
Damn, is that a trap beat, bro?
Maybe a kit for
Maybe
medical
don't.
A
purposes.
kit, a medical kit, yes, that. We should see if they sell those in town.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Am I a joke to you?
Yeah.
The walking medical kit?
No, I'm saying,
To me,
it's a
yes.
it's a backup just in case.
Orys. To me? Yeah.
Well, nothing heals you.
That's right. No, medical kit will
Hey,
be
the power of friendship can heal me.
We'll call Captain Planet.
We're at the town. It's been 6 hours.
Anyway.
All right. So. So walking into the town, you see there's almost all eyes are on you, except for those of the kids or people who either have not noticed you or paid you no heed. But those who are looking at you are almost entirely staring at Orys, who's carrying this corpse. A couple of them, who, upon looking at it, just begins to just turn away and walk either into their own huts or somewhere else. But you eventually come to a collection of rocks and two wooden fences stationed out in front of where the river meets the rocks. Passing through the fences, you see as there are 4 other of the lizard folk. Each of these seem to be carrying a stone sword of sorts, along with 2 spears on their backs and a bow that's going around their chests. And they are wearing looks like leather armor.
Does anybody approach us by any chance?
No. Anyone who does seem to come up to approach you, you see as the other lizard folk in front just kind of nods to him or says something you don't understand as they walk away back.
I want to try to.
This would be.
I want to try to hand off the body to somebody. I guess. One of the lizard folk.
You said no.
Yeah, none of them approach you. Again, anyone who seems like they're gonna come to you, the ones who you are following, either says something to them or motions them, and just sends them off.
I'd like to fall back or just as where if Ithryl's not walking next to me, I'd like to fall back and just express this. I don't know how I would say it, just in the simplest way possible. Look for someone in this town who might see us and kind of leave the crowd and run off somewhere.
Gotcha.
And I'd also like to keep an eye out for that.
Okay. Make a let's see perception check. Yeah.
No, mine's only a 9.
9.
Mine's a 16.
16? Okay. So Gabriel, for the most part, you can't really tell the difference between, again, you can't tell why they're leaving. A lot of them, those who do leave, you don't know whether it's because it's you or because, again, those who are reacting from the corpse. Ithryl, you do manage to spot out one individual who does look to you and seems to have this look of shock. And it goes through a series of emotions: shock, then intrigued, and then very noticeably trying to just like back up.
He
And
looks
walk.
like everyone else, like he's
Yeah, like a lizard folk.
I'm gonna
And walk
subtly motion to him, be like, "There's our guy." Without being like obvious, like there he is, right there.
No,
yeah.
I get it. I'm just thinking like, do we both step away and follow, or do just you?
Dude.
I mean, I think it's more up to you. Do you feel okay? Would you be okay investigating that alone, or should we both go?
Hang back like 10, 15 paces.
Yeah.
Starts counting paces.
No, I got you. Yeah. So yeah, me and Ithryl.
He just stops in place and waits for you guys to get.
No, me and Ithryl are gonna break away from the group.
Okay, well he is going in away from you guys. Are you guys gonna just follow him?
Yeah.
Not the
together.
group, just us, but like separated.
Okay. As you get about 20 feet away from the group, one of the people, actually, let me see if they even notice it.
I hate that they notice him. Like he has a walking shadow.
Yeah. Well, you're not rolling a stealth or anything, but
Wanna roll stealth?
no, because you're not trying to do this like in a way. You're trying to just back up.
We know you can.
But they don't notice you.
Do
They
not
notice
notice.
with
Oh,
that
fuck.
because they rolled really low on that. So as you guys do the individual, basically.
That's the
As-
disguise. That's the disguise.
No, again, they're leading the way. You guys are behind them. They're not. This is just in case they manage to just look back or whatever. But they're leading the way as you guys gradually split off from the rest of the group.
I wonder if I notice this. Nope. 9?
Nope. I don't think so. So we're gonna do it with you two later.
Yeah, of course.
But the rest of you, you follow them as they go past through the gates, and you see as the river continues in through this rocky area. You see inside there are.
No, just like.
As there are 5 other of these little huts inside, along with one seems like a house of sorts made out of both twigs, large logs, and you see looks like very large antlers of sorts.
But nicer.
But
it's nicer.
Yeah, it seems not nicer, but more well built. It seems like there's a bit of a structure. It looks like an actual home rather than just huts scattered throughout the place. In the midst of these the smaller huts, you see there's a camp fire that seems to have been put out relatively recently, and a little makeshift bridge that goes over where the river splits the two parts. Crossing it, you see as there is an older, much older, shorter, about 5 foot, maybe 5.5 feet long, tall lizard folk dressed in a series of just pelts and looks like it's other scales of other animals on top, on its shoulders and along its sides. And it's got just medals and medallions and other trinkets along it, hanging from its neck and along its ears, and even like put laced into its hair, or what you think it's its hair. But you see, as that is waiting in front of the house, along with 2 other lizard folk guards, also dressed in these leather armor. As you guys approach, the ones who are leading you begin to speak with it, and they go back and forth for about 3 minutes as they begin to they motion over to Orys. Looking over to you, you see as the shorter one just motions to you.
I guess I'll set the body down in front of her. Do you speak the common tongue?
He does not respond. But
I-
as she looks over to the other ones, you see as the one who inspected the body before reaches into his pocket and hands her the necklace. As he does, you see as she just unbuckles it and puts it around her neck and just puts it with the rest of them.
Does anybody here speak the common tongue? Okay.
Where did you find him?
On the road here. So you do speak the common tongue.
There are no roads that lead here.
No, I could tell by the 6 hours trekking through the woods, but the road.
On the river.
I'll tell her. I don't know where we are exactly, but
You found his body about half a day's away from here, along the side of the river.
half a day's away from here, along the side of the road.
Yeah.
Man.
You see, she gestures to the other ones, and you see two of them picks up the body and just begins to take it inside of the hut. Why have you come here?
We come from Bindle to check in on you guys. They asked us to come here and establish or reestablish contact because apparently there hasn't been much in the past couple months. It's my understanding that there's some sort of truce and alliance going on.
Do you have proof?
Yes. I mean, you can understand what you're saying.
She tends it as you hand it over. She looks it over very intricately. She puts out a couple of twigs and she begins to like inspect every inch of it. She hands it back to you. There have been others claiming to be from Bindle who have brought misfortune upon our people.
I'm sorry to hear that. I can't say that I know any of them.
That's actually kind of what we're here to check, isn't it? To make sure that they're okay and there's no problem.
Follow me. She leads you forward. She heads over to the water. You see, it looks like regular water for the most part until she grabs one of a nearby plant and she dips it into the water. As she does, you see as it begins to like turn black for a bit.
The water or the plant?
The plant. Something or someone is missing with our waters. If left untreated, it will wipe out the entire tribe and it will spread into Bendel and on further.
How fast did that change happen on the plant? Like instant?
After about
After
a couple of seconds in there.
Can I inspect the water?
Looking at it, make an investigation check.
Investigation, maybe
Or a nature check, one or the
neither one.
other.
Okay, 18.
18? Yep. So at the surface of the water, seems to be what you originally thought of it was just either dirty due to like uncleaned water or whatever, but it seems to be a little bit murkier than you thought, than you would anticipate, especially coming either fresh from with this supposed to be fresh water, especially coming so close to the ocean and with it being used by people. It's off that it's like this, and it's just less brown from dirt and more almost black. It's about to
Like sludgy almost,
Yeah.
like the consistency.
No, it's just the water is just this feels like well without touching it. It's reacting the same as regular water does. It just seems
I'll
to be
poke
nasty.
poke a pinky in it. Do a little-
Make a Constitution saving throw.
It's like oil.
That is 20.
You take 7 necrotic damage.
With a 20?
Huh? Sorry. You take 4 necrotic damage.
I was gonna say with 20.
Table that?
No, I didn't taste it. I
Oh,
just put my
yeah.
finger in it.
Oh wow.
I'm like, I inspect the damage that it does.
You see as your skin, just like the leaf begins to turn this like black, where the skin where it's touching. That damage cannot be healed until you take a long rest.
I chase Ithryl with it.
Yeah, you don't know where I am.
Does that happen to be magical?
Can I inspect? I guess whatever residue was on my finger.
I'll assist. Unless my Arcana is higher, then I'll do an evil assist.
Talali seems to kind of have an idea. She like kind of pokes at my skin, trying to ping the necklace in it. Maybe they'll destroy it.
I mean,
Doesn't seem like a bad idea. I'll attempt to take the necklace off. Can I take the necklace off?
Make a wisdom saving throw.
so am I able to tell anything?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Yeah, take enough.
Zip it in
You notice that as you dip it in, the immediate area, almost like an inch around where the necklace isn't murky anymore.
Have I discovered something?
Well, so this is protection from evil,
Fucking X-Files, this bitch.
and this is sending, and this is protection from scrying.
Warding.
Or it's detect good and evil.
Detect.
Scrying.
Okay, so would I know if
warding
it's
stuff.
the magical, if it's a magical effect that is stopping this, or if this is just because it's too powerful to be broken as a magical item?
Make an Arcana check.
With advantage.
No, it's outside of your scope. Sorry.
Arcana is 15.
15. It seems like more like a defense mechanism than anything.
No, it's just the necklace, because the enchantment is, I'll pull it up, because the enchantment is so strong that it's not gonna break or something, so weak.
Is there no way to amplify this effect across the whole river?
Not unless you enchant the whole river.
Is that possible?
No.
Oh, she looks kind of down.
I put the necklace back on as I'm talking.
All right.
So it seems like poison, not magic. Somebody's
I'm not there.
Somebody's poisoned the river.
Well, no, you almost had it. Say it.
No.
Say it.
I'm not going to.
So,
I don't want to take any
you
damage.
see
I
she's
can't
just
heal.
staring at you guys and watching this all go down.
Where does the do you know where the source of the river is?
Random lizard folk comes out. Somebody's poisoned.
A few days up north.
A few days north.
Where it splits and merges with the sea.
Where the source of the river?
How the river connects with the sea, and just
So the source is the sea.
as far as you know.
Usually
far as you know.
rivers.
So also the river.
Usually rivers are sourced
Yeah,
from
usually rivers
mountains
flow into
or
the
springs.
You're in a magical world.
It could float into.
Figure it out.
It could
Also,
float
she may
into
not
the
be the
ocean.
smartest.
So the river flows uphill?
It could float out to the ocean, like brackish water and stuff. It's like the mix between the fresh water and the salt water.
Okay, can I do a nature check or like a survival check to see where the river's flowing?
It's coming from the north. That's all you
From the
know.
north?
That's all
Is it
you
uphill,
know.
downhill, or-
Oh.
Okay.
So you're saying much like the Nile and the St. John's River, this water flows south to north.
No, it flows from north to south.
Damn it.
Anyway.
You were
Only
nothing.
2 rivers.
All right. I think we can help you with this. What you say is pretty serious, so we're gonna have to deal with it. But if you could give us like an hour, I may be able to at least rid the river of the poison, and then we'll go search for the source of it.
Okay. She's nods.
So I'll take an hour to prepare some spells.
Okay. And the rest of you guys, what are you guys doing there before I switch over to Gabriel and Ithryl?
I'm going to attempt to cast sending again on the with the necklace.
Okay. Have an hour.
Is it like, is it like a password required kind of nothing happens, or cool, nothing happens.
You keep guessing passwords.
Can I? And then I'll do more inspecting on the necklace. See if I can get more answers.
Again, you rolled like a natural 20 last time, and you got about
So
as
I
much
rolled a
as
22.
22. Yeah, you got about as much as you're gonna get.
Sure. You didn't give. You gave me. Yeah, that's fair.
Trade.
That's fair. That's fair. I got you. All right. No, I'm not doing anything.
So, if that's all, cutting back over to Gabriel and Ithryl. Make a perception check. just to see how well you follow this guy.
16.
16?
16.
16? Okay.
Not bad.
Must be survival. But, you see as he begins to slowly, at first, walk away from the breast of them and begins to just quickly quicken up his pace as he begins to head deeper into the forest. He follows along the side of the water.
Do we see any way of like one of us pursuing and one of us going ahead and try to head him off?
He is going along the waterbed, along the river. So you see which way he's going. You probably could go around, cut through the forest and go around.
Should we try to head him off? One person? Do you want to try to head him off?
Require more stealth.
Probably, yeah, probably you.
You're the stealthier one.
So what are you doing?
He's saying if it requires like more stealth to head him off, he'll do it.
Okay. Probably. Make a stealth check.
27.
27.
I am the forest.
Scoffs at druids.
Well, not the 20, I suppose.
Okay.
I look at like, okay. Don't okay me.
So, do you want to just immediately, as soon as you get the opportunity, cut him off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cuts off his
So, as you see Gabriel following him, he is continuing along the same pace as you see as Ithryl comes through the forest in front of him, and he just stops as he sees you.
And I'm going to I'm going to walk up behind him and I'm going to tell him, cut the bullshit. We know you speak common.
Okay. Make an intimidation check. With
advantage.
Ithryl, yeah, with advantage.
I am sitting there.
Yeah.
Double fisting.
Okay. What is it? Deception?
Yeah, intimidation.
Oh, intimidation. So.
Yeah.
18.
18? Okay. Not even, he didn't even know that you were there. So he quickly turns around and sees you. What is it you want?
Where are you off to, bud?
That's my concern. What do you want?
Yeah, it's a bit of my concern. What about you? What about you, bud? Your concern?
It's a little bit of both of our concerns.
What's our concern?
You seem to have noticed our party and seemed very keen on getting someone very quickly. So
Yes, I do not trust your kind. I wish to stay away from them.
You're
That is not it.
going off to warn someone about something.
No.
Over inside?
Yeah.
17.
17? Not lying.
Come on. So we're just going here for a walk in the woods until we're gone?
Your village is back there.
Everything is woods. We live here.
Your village is back there, and yet we've only met one person who speaks common. So why don't we cut the shit? Why don't you tell us what the hell's going on?
I owe you no answers.
It would behoove you to ask us and do so.
Do I know? Is there anything noticeable about this particular?
Make an investigation check.
Is there like anything on that person?
Hmm?
Is there anything-
He seems to be wearing the same thing as the rest of the lizard folk.
And
10? Not really. He seems to be wearing the same attire as most of them. This scrappy, looks like put together attire from the rest of them.
So what? So what's your plan? Is to avoid the village until we're gone?
Pretty much.
What is it about us, people like us, that you don't seem to like? What's been the issues in this village?
We don't trust you anymore.
Anymore? What happened?
There were others.
Others like
Others who
me
are-
and this horned creature? Or others like humans?
Others.
You don't even know what I am. You don't even know what
You're
I am.
human. As far as he can tell.
well, I don't want things to get messy, but you have ways of making you talk.
I have ways of defending myself.
No, no, highly doubt that, my friend. So why don't we avoid bloodshed, and you stop dancing around the question and just answer.
I'm willing to risk my odds.
You're about to get one shot.
I'm afraid that
Well,
it's so unnecessary.
Let's hold on. Let's not get anything too rash yet. We I don't know something, a few things. That's all. And if we believe you, if we tell us the truth, then we have nothing to fear from us. We were sent to check up on your village, and we just got a bit curious as to why you
the gang murdered
leave
the fucking
so
village.
quickly when we arrive.
I don't trust you.
You want to go and speak to anyone else?
No.
Roll into?
Yep.
About me, and I do too.
Yeah.
19?
Yeah, better than me.
He is lying.
You lying?
He is lying.
You're lying to me.
He's lying.
I take out my weapons.
You take out
I
your
told you not
weapons.
to- I told you not to lie to me.
You can prevent all this. All you have to do is.
Who are you going to see?
He doesn't say anything. But he does not look scared.
What do you think?
Don't be scared.
Well, Ithryl, if you'd be so kind to.
He's ghosted. Yeah.
Would you like to? Should we tie him up? Should we detain him? How should we do this?
Slices his neck.
Will you submit to being tied up, or will you?
Will you allow me to tell you?
You consent to this kidnapping, or will you your hand?
I have told you I have my own methods of defending myself.
Right then.
Alright.
Oh, well,
are you approaching
actually,
him?
right before shit breaks out, let me cast suggestion
Okay.
and tell him to tell the truth.
Beginning.
Is that wisdom saving throw? Charisma saving throw?
Courage. I think. It's
Oh,
courage.
so waiting on this corner now. That's way too far. It's in the middle. It's in the middle. It is a.
Wisdom?
Yeah, actually. Why is it? Hold on. Sorry. Can't read right now. It's too cold.
Wisdom?
It's too cold in this room.
It's wisdom.
Yeah, sorry.
That is a 25.
Oh, yeah, he passes that.
Can I fight this guy?
So, sensing and hearing the chanting from Gabriel as he begins to cast the spell, he just looks around to you, Gabriel. He seems to be very unfazed as you tell him to tell the truth. He just smiles and he says, "I warned you. I would like to you to roll initiative."
12. 12.
12. 12. What was yours? How about 20? Cool. So as he says, "I warned you," you see as his form kind of like warps for a second, and you see as there is now a tiefling standing in front of you. He is wielding a staff, and he is waiting. So it is your turn. You are about 20 feet away from him. Gabriel, you are 20 feet behind him as well.
I'm going to go up to him and attack with an 18.
18?
Yep.
Just a second. Oh, come on. Character sheet, come on. I didn't want you guys to attack. So, 18 hits.
23 damage.
23 damage. Nice. So, as you rush forward.
Keep that shit.
All right.
And then I'm gonna, as my rapier, this is the next with my short sword.
Oh my god.
All right.
That is a 19 hit.
19.
Yep.
That hits.
9 damage.
9.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm going to just take a few fancy steps away.
Okay, so you use 20 steps, 20 feet to go up, and then you're not disengaging. Oh wait, you automatically disengage. So it is your movement is 30, so you're 10 feet away. No. Okay. All right. It is his turn. What are you so scared of?
I'm not. I'm mad.
So you hear as he begins to chant for a second.
I hate these screamers.
And you see as these spits of fire begin to shoot out around him and kind of come over his body for a second, and it's just sitting and just hovering around him. And then he looks to you as well. I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hobo 20.
Hobo 20? Okay, that is a pass. Barely.
Barely.
Yeah. So that is. You can't.
Evade is the one you're taking.
So that is 32 cut in half to 16 necrotic damage. As you see, as this, all the moisture in your body is sucked out of you, and you just feel this bit of just exhaustion come over you. As
Spell, isn't it, Larry?
huh?
One of your favorite spells in the game.
Right. Hey, it's thematic. So that is going to end his turn.
Yeah, this fire still there?
Yes. It is your turn, Gabriel.
Pour water on it.
No. Okay, I'm just going to cast Shatter at 3rd level on him.
Okay.
Let me make a Constitution save.
He is going to counterspell it. So as you begin to chant and then shoot fire off your spell, he turns around and points a finger at you, and as you hear the sound, but there is no effect of the shatter.
Okay, with that, is there any chance any of us heard that?
You guys are very far in the opposite direction. I told you he was walking in the opposite direction.
Just wondering how far they were.
Still a good question.
You know what? And with my bonus action, I will just simply inspire my friend. Just with a simple, let's oblige him.
That is inspiring. Yeah, I'm inspired.
Are you inspired?
I don't know it, you're inspired.
Are you inspired?
I'm inspired.
All right. So it is your turn.
Is a 24 to hit.
So you come out. That hits. When you do hit, I would like you
I want to hear it.
to the spell ends, you have resistance. Whenever creature within 10 feet you have the time, it has last shot. Oh, you don't make a saving throw. It just does.
Okay, these last
I
words.
hate deal with the voices somehow.
So that is 10 necrotic damage.
Jeez.
As the tongues of fire just come just shoot out and latch hold of you and just come as they make contact.
Oh, is it product damage?
Yes, necrotic damage.
Awesome.
Oh, is it because?
Yes, shush.
So I wrote that. I would've fucking-
Yes.
Oh, I would've said. Okay, cool.
So that was the same damage the other
Yeah,
time too.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Certainly I don't feel so dry skinned.
From 16 to 8, just like that.
That'll be 25 damage.
25. Nice.
Oh my god.
Short sword attack will be a 19 to hit.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That hits.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Yes.
Okay. That's gonna do that.
And I'm going to disengage.
Disengage.
All right.
He laughs in rogue. This isn't even my final form.
He is going to dimension door out.
You count it.
How far away can he go at dimension?
500 feet.
Oh.
So, seeing the situation is not in his control. You just, you see as a slit of light forms as it just
You
begins
run
to
through it?
rotate. It just rotates around.
Before he leaves,
Okay.
I guess like I'm seeing him leave, so like just in Infernal, I'm just going to be like, just kind of laughing like, we'll be seeing you soon, my friend.
That's gonna do it. That's it.
Real fast, anything visually about this tiefling that just
Okay. So, looking at him now, you see he is gray skin.
Gray.
Yes.
A great
He had very long. His horns were actually beginning to curl around inside of themselves. He is wearing very fine clothes, and his shoes were actually tipped at the end and pointing up. And he was wearing black gloves. With
pointy shoes and black gloves.
yes,
You ever seen The Sorcerer's Apprentice?
very long time ago.
He's like, pointy shoes. Only old men wear pointy shoes because he's training to be a wizard.
Ah, well. But that is going to end
They
that.
attach you to the ground. Right?
That is going to end that. So, as that is going down, what are you guys doing?
Lighting a cigarette.
Rubbing my dry skin.
I'm gonna walk up and touch him with a cure wounds.
Okay. That's a little late. I'm gonna be honest. It's a little late. But okay.
As long as you're
Ian,
honest.
Ian, you're gonna get back 9.
No, it's necrotic damage.
Ithryl, you're gonna get back, huh?
It's necrotic
Necrotic damage. Doesn't it?
No, he still took damage from the fire, didn't he?
It was necrotic damage.
necrotic
Fire.
It was necrotic fire.
Necrotic
It's
fire,
weird.
okay.
It's weird. Like it got me too.
Yeah.
The description specifically
It's fine.
says fire,
It's fine,
but
okay.
it says
Would I
necrotic
know
damage.
that? Or
Huh?
He warned me before I touch him.
No.
You wouldn't. Okay.
I don't know if you would have warned him or not, but
Don't do it.
dead.
So is that a yes or no? I just want to know. Mark the spot or no?
Just put a
No, yeah, you marked the spot because
Sort of
yeah,
rats,
you,
or-
he wouldn't have known what you were doing. Not to do.
Okay.
You didn't tell him.
That's fine.
So, as that is gone down.
We should join our friends back at the village.
Yeah.
Back at the village.
Just around.
Whoever he was interesting. He interested me very much. But
Really overestimated his ability to combat.
he thought he very much so had, he did not have it at all. And we'll make
Fighting anyone else?
So, about an hour has
When you hit
passed.
him the second time, he looked like shit. Like, on a scale of bloody to non-bloody.
He was rough. He was very rough.
Yes.
So, having that done.
Yeah, back at the
We'll head back to
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're heading back. Yeah.
That was all happening while you guys went into the village and spoke. So that was about 2 minutes. You guys are basically finishing up your conversation with her and analyzing the river. When I'm assuming you guys are going to go rejoin your friends. But yeah, as you guys are finishing analyzing the river, that's when Gabriel and Ithryl walk up. Ithryl, more cracked than you.
A little dehydrated over there.
See my skin.
You need some moisturizer.
I saw him.
But no, like we're not gonna bring it up until.
Gentlemen, careful with the water. Seems to be something going on, hurting the plants and animals. So don't
Hit my feet.
Try to not get into the water if possible. Yeah, I'm like, just go ahead and
I take out my dagger.
perimeter.
Take care of that for you. Before it spreads.
No, it's okay. It's fine. Yeah, it'll be fine.
So somebody poisoned the water hole?
I think so. I'm gonna see if I can do anything. I'm trying to.
16 necrotic damage, psychic damage to Gabriel.
Good enough.
I'm trying to just go through my book. I think I got something that can help here. Just give me a couple minutes and I should be ready to go for you gentlemen. And we're also gonna go see if we can find what poisoned the water upstream.
Upstream?
Yeah. She said it might be a day's walk.
Did we come from upstream?
You came from downstream. Downstream.
Huh?
Down.
Downstream.
So, if we want to speed forward after I prepared my spells, I would like to cast Detect Poison and Disease. For the duration, you can sense the presence and location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you. You also identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case. And it's a 10-minute concentration.
Okay. So you can tell that again. The entire river is just full of it. It seems to be a type of. I'll just give this to you. Less of a poison and more of a virus of sorts. And you said it tells you the source of it.
I mean, I can tell it's coming from upstream.
Yeah.
It's the kind of poison it's a virus.
Mm-hmm. It works more like a virus than anything, but it's not.
Seems to be some sort of virus in this. Would I know that either a high level or a dispel magic, a high level lesser restoration, or a high level protection poison be able to cleanse the river, or no?
I don't know. Does the spell tell you that?
Nothing necessarily relating to water, but
It's what it shot.
what about?
You say it tells you the location. You said it tells you the location of the source.
Protection from poisonous spell on a creature.
What about purify food and water? Would I know? Would my character know?
Your character's never encountered this before. I mean, it's what you've purified stuff in the past, and right?
Like if I were to cast it as a 3 spell, would I be able to? Because usually it's only like a smaller amount. But would I know that if I cast it as a 3rd level spell that I can just a whole river or something?
Purify water.
The spell doesn't specifically scale with level.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Does it?
It doesn't specifically scale.
Then it doesn't scale. But again, you don't know whether it'll work or not. It might work, it might not.
So I don't know that, even though I know the spells.
Under most circumstances, it would. Again, you've used it in the past. It's cleaned water in the past.
Are you relaying this information to us?
I'm like considering the information still.
But not out loud.
I mean, I told you guys it's some sort of virus, disease. 5-foot radius sphere centered at a point of my choice. Range is purified
never dealt with something specifically like this before. Worth a shot.
Worth a shot. Does anyone have like an empty flask? Maybe fill this up with and
Yeah.
You do?
I do have a question. about this.
I'll take it.
Before you guys proceed. I'm wondering if there is a chance that you purify or stop what's in the water currently. If there is a source of something, then doing that is only going to prevent it for now, and it's just going to flow back down. It's all going to be the same thing within a matter of time. Like something could be in the water, or someone's pouring something in the water on a regular basis.
We should definitely try to find the source of the river and the source of the poison.
Does this river have a name? The river doesn't have a name.
But
Just a river and water, nothing.
on our way to the source of said
Hey, you may
poison,
be the one to name it.
this is the Talali's Warband River.
That is a
Talali River.
no.
On our
The
way,
Yukon River.
on our way to the source of the thing that's creating
Yeah.
the poison, I can attempt to maybe try to find an antidote for the virus, maybe an antibacterial.
Figure out the
Well, on our way,
yeah. Well, we have to.
we have to go
It's
to
a
the source.
day's. It's over a day's distance away, so we have time to rest and.
I mean, I don't necessarily need to rest.
What I'm saying is, we'll have plenty of time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we go then?
If you guys are ready.
Yes,
And,
we have some interesting facts to clue you guys in on. So moving up out of this village.
And
good luck.
with a sending spell for my last third level spell,
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast it and tell the person who gave us the spell that I meet him.
Yep.
Did I meet him?
I'm sorry. I was reading. You were trying to send the sending spell to who?
The person who gave us the quest.
You did not meet him. Grade, Mitski, and
But if they
Oh,
tell
yeah.
me, what if they tell me his name and description?
what's the rules of sending?
And Talali often just uses the word.
And Gray does take
Yeah, but
really accurate
sending
guesses.
is instant.
No, what does it say? Does it say you need to know the person, or you see the
Creature in which you are familiar. So you guys can tell me his
and
name,
description.
You send this creature which you are familiar. Unless they know you are not familiar with this man.
even if they describe him to me in the name.
No.
Can you break draw him? Next person does go.
Yeah, sure. You try and draw him.
Gray would like to attempt to draw
Who's rolling for it?
someone else. Someone who
Wanna
rolls
roll
high.
for it?
Huh?
Performance with Gray?
Yeah, you can make a performance with this effect.
Disadvantage.
He's not a sketchy guy. He's a note taker.
Sure.
Huh?
We just can't do that.
No, it's not for me. It's
Oh,
not
hush.
for me. If it was
Huh?
mine,
He's
it
never
would be
drawing stuff.
okay.
He's always taking notes. Yeah.
If
He
it
is,
was
he
mine,
is
it'd be-
very thorough in his notes.
Do you want to do it?
I'll do it. I got disadvantage. I already got the two dice.
The three.
Low-
So.
the low's a 3.
So you see this like stick figure of sorts, and you see as there's like a couple of like pointy things sticking out of the sides, and you, at first you're confused, just like what is that? He's telling you it's his weapons,
It looks
it's
like
just,
a leprechaun.
and
This isn't.
Say
This
yeah.
isn't at all what he looks
he's
like.
looking.
Anyway,
It's like, well,
alright,
you-
let's go then. Make it work.
Fuck it! If you think you can do better, you do it. Then he hands you a piece of paper. Hands it down.
So who do I send this spell to? Or this message to?
Give me a piece of paper with the message and I'll probably
Wait. Out of game. You went with me to warn.
You did.
Yes.
So was,
Yes.
was that the guard captain?
You saw the secretary,
So secretary.
No.
so you can tell him to tell Tor. You can tell him to tell Tor.
Out of game. Back into the game.
Well, right back in.
game. Not the worst idea, yeah. I guess I'll try that.
Maybe
Because the message might not get through the right person.
let's wait maybe until the end of the day when we can get our spell back. When you can get your spell back. 'Cause I don't get spell back. When you can get your spell back. You know, like end of the night kind of thing. Just before you go to bed.
It's about 3 in the afternoon.
Why are there crickets?
Huh?
Why are there crickets?
You're in the forest.
It's a river, too. No, it's fine.
Let us just make our way.
I'm just gonna let them know, like, hey, we arrived at
Lizard Folk.
Lizard Folk Village.
Tor sent us. Tor. That was the
We
captain's
arrived
name.
at the Lizard Folk
Please
Village.
inform
He didn't say
Please.
that. He didn't say that.
Oh, we arrived at Lizard Folk Village. Beautiful. Okay.
Please inform Tor. River is poisoned.
It's 10. Sure, 11.
Going to investigate.
Investigating now. Send your group
With supplies. They need water. We don't-
with
Specialists.
specialists and supplies for the lizard folk.
Thank you.
We only had 2 words left.
Yep.
Should have signed off with like who
I believe you had 10 words, 5 left. It's 25 words up there, right?
Yeah.
You send a message across and even
Tell me
maybe.
mysteriously transfer coin. I don't think that would have
Okay.
worked with me.
So,
He can reply.
as far as you're concerned, message was sent.
so he doesn't.
So long as we said reply to me? Why don't we just send the bird just in case?
Write down the message and I will tell him.
Okay, Gray I'm sure has the best handwriting and
How long before you can reply?
Immediately.
Immediately?
no reply. Okay, we're going to send the bird. Gray's probably got the best handwriting, so he's gonna write out basically the same message, probably in a little more detail, because he's got a little more space. And then we're gonna tie it onto bones. Lolly, you instruct me on the bird.
The bird has like a backpack.
Oh, perfect.
So she just wraps it up into a tiny little square, just puts it in the backpack. And she casts sweet beetles. And she tells the bird to just fly over to the community.
And will they know to check the paper?
That's why I was saying tie it onto its leg.
Good idea. She takes it out of the backpack and like kind of just grabs hold of it, just ties it around there.
First time ever you see a bird roll its eyes. It's just like,
Oh, we've seen Talali roll her eyes plenty of times.
no, an actual bird. Bird.
I'm not
just like
sure.
a-
I'm not sure if your bird is going to be able to find a particular person, but if it can, it can. If not, maybe just anyone that's at the bench.
It's seen him before. Maybe it'll recognize it. I don't know how birds
Oh,
work.
just one. If it does recognize that person, it can.
Yeah.
Go back to the commander or anyone else near him and give the message type here for please.
Okay. I'll be
She
back
has
here.
the bird. Good one.
It just takes off.
No matter what the roll is, the answer is yes. Anyway.
Before we
So-
leave, I'll let the matron know that Thindel is sending supplies and help, so expect them. Don't attack them.
Okay. She starts speaking in another language to the rest of them. And it's not.
Garms and the Wizard of Oz skipped down.
So,
Really?
so, arriving to the village of lizard folk and getting the information you've gotten, uncovering the mystery of why the lizard folk were so hostile, and encountering a tiefling in the disguise of a lizard folk. The party has a bit of a pickle on their hands and is planning on figuring out what happens next. But what that is, we'll find out after break. So, we'll be back in a quick about 10 to 15 minutes. Guys.
Did you notice
We're at. So, previously on Magic Modifiers, the party had encountered the group of lizard folk who had ambushed of sorts Mitski whilst on his watch. Dealing it in the least tactful way possible, the party managed to subdue. The party managed to subdue the lizard folk and convince them that they have come in peace and plan on helping the village. After discussing it, the lizard folk agreed to introduce them to the one they know as the seer and bring them to the village. Upon making their way inside, Ithryl and Gabriel spotted an individual who seemed a bit shadier than the rest and decided to pursue them in their retreat from the party. In the meantime, the party continued to follow the guards and meet the seer. After exchanging a bit of dialogue, they learned that the village had in the past been attacked by those posing to be Bendelian aid and is currently dealing with a issue with the corruption in the water. Whilst that was going on, Ithryl and Gabriel confronted the individual and found out that he was a gray tiefling posing to be a lizard folk. After very quickly dealing with him, he managed to escape in a hurry, and they returned to their party.
Coward!
Deciding the best course of action would be to get aid from Bindle. They sent a message magically through Orys and a letter through Bones to get aid from Bindle, whilst they decided what would be their next course of action. So, this is about mid of the afternoon inside of the lizard folk camp. What are you guys doing? Going down the river? Yep. Okay, so are you just going to keep going until you reach the source, or just how long you follow until?
I'm new to this poisoning and this river issue. Is there any kind of discoloration to the water?
Yes.
There is a discoloration to water. So I guess that would help us pinpoint and locate maybe where it starts. Ray,
Yup.
do you have anything for this? You are a man of
I might have something for it, but I didn't plan on it today, so I'll probably have to whip it out tomorrow.
Fair enough.
Get a dog.
What you say?
Get a dog and send it. Roll into shit.
All right. Yes. Let us travel. Yeah.
So, you guys follow the stream for the rest of the day.
As we're walking,
That's your stop.
yeah, no, sorry, I forgot. I thought we were in it. So now we're out of the village. Me and Ithryl over there kind of spotted a shady fellow and followed him. He didn't tell us much. He resisted my spells, and he ended up, he was in disguise the whole time. He was a great tiefling. Handsome bastard. But,
This is not the time.
fancy clothes, went to shoes, gloves, very, very well trained in the arcane. No. He used the spell and got away as soon as he knew it was coming to better death. But we didn't get much information on him, but we noticed him as he saw our group enter that lizard folk village. He abruptly left. That's what we called him. So there's definitely something going on. Somebody means to do harm to, I believe, to these people.
Is it possible he knows us?
It did not seem that way, but again, we did not get a lot of information out of him. He was ready to fight as soon as he knew he was had. He was ready to.
I did. He was lying, but he was going to tell someone about our lives.
Yes, yes. We questioned him about that.
Quite certain he was lying.
Did he say anything about Blue Thunder?
No, he didn't.
I don't think he recognized us.
I kind of, I'm not sure what it has relation to. I think someone who means these people.
Well, in that case, we may find that them by the source of the poison.
He was going the opposite direction.
I suspect if he noticed us, we will likely follow.
I have a feeling he was alone.
I'm not sure he's too keen on following me.
So
Give him a good scare, did you?
But,
Yeah,
like I mentioned, he was
there's
very.
a dimensional door.
He used some magic in this.
That's crazy.
He used a little bit of magic in this.
I've
But
heard of that, actually.
he also did something else that was very powerful. He's pretty well trained.
it's possible he told someone.
Oh, he's definitely going through something.
Oh, you
Without a
seem to-
doubt.
You seem to really like this guy. He's pretty cool, huh?
No, I'd rather have his head on a
Is your
spike.
pants all tighter?
I'd rather have his head on a spike. But just filling you guys in on what happened to us.
Thank you.
A lot of looks fleshed out.
Now
That's what
between you, Gray, and Talali, who I guess is the best to follow this trail that we have on route?
Talali is very, very skillful survivor.
Gray is also very skilled with survival.
In her backstory, she is. In stats, she is not.
Okay, Gray is very good at survival, and so is Orys. So I guess it'll be Gray, and I'll help him out.
Are we in force?
Help him out.
You are
I mean, it's
following
really easy to
alongside.
follow the fucking.
Yeah, yeah. it is.
Well,
Where'd the river go?
It could be more than just following the water.
It's like one turn out in a desert. What's going on?
What in the cinnamon toast fuck is this?
Are we in force now?
Yes.
Do they have
They return.
yeah, they return.
So she gets the big check.
They get lost.
Over speed.
Can't get like
Nice.
So you're +4 survival.
Like in a past life, I know all about that sort of thing.
Now, did this again? Last question about this. Did he have finer clothes than I?
Yes.
Yes. This is very, very fine.
There's only one fancy boy.
Well, his clothes have a couple holes in them now, so they're not that fine anymore.
Huh?
His clothes have a couple
Yeah.
holes in them now.
That's a good point.
Now he's a religious man. As his clothes are holy.
Oh my god.
I'll take the damage myself.
T.
Let me roll for that one.
I would love our show to be full of these bad parts.
I'll give
All
myself the
the
damage.
time. All the time.
I hope that one day the day you were gone, there was so many hopes.
There's so much hope.
Oh!
Speaking of fast travel. Speaking of fast
So
travel.
much hope jokes. Oh my god.
Ah,
Anyway.
So
we don't know.
you find
Speaking of 2 o'clock in the morning.
a Tarask waiting for you. Okay.
Crazy. I
So
have
if there's
this anti-Tarrasque spray. Bad kitty.
so following the river. Nighttime eventually comes. Are you guys gonna continue, or are you gonna set up camp?
Well, what's it? You said night is normal?
Yes, she said. Speaking to her, she said, as far as she's checked, about a couple of days up the river. As far as she's gone, but
I'll take
it's
the 10
about-
minutes and I will set up a tiny hut.
okay.
I go.
Let's do a few things.
I'll observe the
It's about
perimeter
8,
as we're
so
setting.
you guys have been walking for about 3 hours for now. Oh, no, about 5 hours, sorry. No, it took you guys a day and a half to get to the village, so she's flying back.
I'll take a minute to, as he's setting up, just to observe our surroundings. Like, what do I see?
Perception check. 21. So as you are looking around, you see that there's a surprising lack of wildlife in the local area, and you notice the further upstream that you have gone, the grass around the lake has grown, has begun to thin out and eventually just die. Yeah. Seems to be more concentrated the further up you go. As you what was your perception check? 21. So you see a number of foot tracks that seem to be going up and down this lake, and for the most part they seem to be representative of the lizard folk. But with that check, you do notice there seems to be a large, just solid trail with a track that is going up this stream as well.
Someone was dragged.
Yes.
Okay, Talali, check this out.
I'd like to build the hut, like under, right by the root of a large tree.
You would like to build?
Well, that's what I do. It's like a
Creates
Is it the
the
spell? Yeah, okay, yeah.
But I'm saying just for the sake of trying to keep it off the main trail
Yep.
and keep it as hidden as possible. Because I choose like what the outside of it looks like. It's not like it looks like right through.
No question.
But I just want to make it like, oh, this is like green and dark.
It's almost like you don't have to walk like into it, like the outside.
They would
of it,
bump
and
into
then
it.
feel Okay,
They
so
would
it's not
bump
like
into
it
it.
goes
Yeah,
up.
that's what I'm saying. I want to kind of put it at the base of the tree.
Okay.
Especially if Talal is sleeping in a tree, maybe she would sleep in a tree above her.
Yeah,
I'll actually signal over for Gray and Talali. Hey, can you guys come check this out? I've never seen any sort of tracks like this.
Can't believe I'm busy.
Yeah, I was talking to Gray. and
Holly,
Talali.
this is Holly like goes over to the tracks and kind of kneels down towards it and just kind of stares at it. She gets a bit of the dirt and kind of tastes it. And can you roll for survival to see if she notices anything?
She tastes how far ahead they are.
With advantage because Gray's helping.
Three individuals.
I believe with your
One with a cleft foot.
favorite terrain.
It doubles your profession.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what was the total?
15 plus 4. So
19. Okay. So it looks almost less like something was dragged and more like a serpent type of movement. But it is pretty darn big.
Does she taste anything on it?
It is vile. It reminds you of anything.
So as soon as she puts the dirt in her mouth, you see her just like start coughing and like spitting it out horribly. She's like, I do not know what that is, but it tastes like dead snake.
Do I know of snake people?
Wisdom check.
Is that history or just wisdom?
Wisdom.
Can it be passive wisdom?
No.
Why not?
Because this isn't common knowledge.
11.
No.
Would Gray? No.
He might. Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, my bad.
Hold on. I was looking at his sheet when I rolled for that. So my wisdom is +8. So
+8.
+8. So 5.
Not
so
saving
13.
throw. A wisdom check. Just add your wisdom modifier.
Someone can still roll for Gray.
I'll roll for
Someone roll for Greg since you don't trust me.
Someone's giving me permission. I'm gonna roll.
His wisdom is +3.
That's a 10.
10
13.
plus 13.
So same result.
Same result. Nope. You guys don't know of what would this would be.
Could I bring some of that fine pipeweed this way? The hut is up.
Yeah, careful. There's giant snakes about, so let's look out for that as we're.
What did you say? Drink. What?
Snakes?
Snakes, perhaps of the very dead variety.
Very, very
I
big
suspect,
snakes.
I don't know.
Like, how big are these tracks?
The track looks to be about 3 feet wide. So that's
Yeah.
like,
That's very high.
Big old boy.
I suppose I'll wait till
Fucking
you're settled
stupid
down.
big.
Look at it, the snakes are small. Stop fucking around.
About this wide.
Snakes can be very large. She says.
I'll show you.
oh god, no.
Oh my god.
Orys whips out.
Mitski punches you in the face.
It's so baby.
There are women here. Come on.
Keep it PG, man.
Oh
Come
my god, I
on.
just
There are children, Ithryl.
Okay,
You
so as
innocent
we
bird.
settle down for the night-
You just Tweety Bird over there.
Oh,
So, where you go? Okay.
Sick.
except this time I'm gonna make it so that all hear it.
Perfect.
So you can hear hand bells.
Okay. Shame.
So a few things I would like to do.
None of them.
The first one would be using my alchemist kit to try to see if I can find some kind of counterarguments for this. That's not for this poison, for this antibiotic, for this virus. Hey, I'm trying my best, okay?
There's feedback.
basically make it.
I made up a word. Call me Shakespeare.
Okay.
But I think Gray wants to bring
Oh, they didn't tell you.
Oh, he already has his own. At the start.
On the road, right?
Locate for him soon. Little spell list.
Just an unlimited supply.
Okay, sorry. So you can make an Arcana check. One.
13?
13. So again, testing the water. So testing the water and going through it for a bit, just seeing what reacts to it. It's nothing, not a sort of chemical reaction. So it's not something that will be found in nature that's causing this.
Next thing I'd like to do is attempt to cast a spell magic on these guys.
Okay.
You guys don't know shit.
Yeah. Okay. So as you know.
Third thing I'd like to do.
Have you tried rolling that?
Can I borrow some better dice? Can I borrow some not cursed dice? Can I
No,
borrow
no,
not
you
cursed
have, you
hand?
have perfect dice. in my book.
Can someone else roll for me?
But
So,
but yes, Mitski.
No, on my dice, Just curious. It's a 16. God damn.
But
Beautiful.
Mitski, I'm going to also, though I can't. I would say, I guess, yell out. Somebody basically relaying the message, like, set your stuff up right by the hut, so you're inside the alarm.
Oh yeah, that's I'm already there.
So
I'm already
looking-
there.
yeah,
You can
so-
answer the hut, can't you?
No, I cannot. No,
I can't.
If he enters it, there's a chance that it'll just fizzle out.
So that's not the hut.
so
Last thing I would like to do.
looking at yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Nothing. Yeah. Last thing you'd like to do?
I want to try to get more acquainted with this necklace.
Cool.
Try to guess
trying to cast lightning.
I will
I guess it's it.
sleep outside.
Sleeping outside?
Of the
Okay.
Boy, it's warm in the hut.
So, looking at the hut area, you can
but
see
not
that.
next to Mitski.
Not next to Mitski?
No.
Okay.
The other side of the
You
hut.
see as.
Oh, the hut is warm.
It's not just you two
Uh,
in
it
there.
seems-
Oh, no.
The other two are just like in the corner.
No, it's fine. I'm not
It's
doing anything
just-
inappropriate. I'm just saying, like, that's what the spell describes. It is comfortable.
Just warm.
And warm, yeah, compared to the outside.
So looking at the hut, you see it seems to be like as if the tree is protruding and then parts of the roots are into the ground, but it doesn't. It very well blends in with the environment. Those of you who are staying up, Mitski, can you make a perception check with disadvantage since you're focusing on the necklace?
Double 19!
Oh.
Wow.
That's the best you've ever rolled.
That's literally the
You said
single
double
best I've ever rolled.
19?
Yeah,
Holy
disadvantage. 219.
Might have dispelled the necklace.
I could have dispelled the necklace.
And Mitski has an
So,
ankle.
I am perceptive. I see God. Look, I'm looking through the necklace and the reflection of behind me. Like you thought you tricked me. I see you.
So, looking every now and then as you begin to look at the necklace, you notice as you're holding it, it begins to like glow for a second and it just dulls out. And for the most part, it's dull except for the occasional parts of time where it'll just have this like spark of life before it dies again. But out of the corner of your eye, you do notice some movement about 50 feet off.
I'm gonna just pull a dart and hold it. Question: am I recognizing a pattern at all with this glowing of the necklace?
No, it seems to be almost random. Initially, it's like, okay, you start counting 1, 2, 3. You get to about 10, and it's that. Then it comes alive for about a second, then it dies. Then it gets about 30, comes alive, dies. It's almost it's very sporadic, and the moments where it's like alive, it's very brief. Then it dies.
Alright, I'll just put it on with one hand and be ready for whatever this thing is.
Yep. It does not burst metal. It's just everywhere.
Do I see
You just notice
what
it.
it is, or?
It seems to be a man. Give me a minute. It seems to be up. What's the range of the alarms from? 20? Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, it's not the range.
Thank you.
So he's there for about 30 minutes.
Does he seem to be watching us?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not.
He can see us.
Huh?
I mean, we're not exactly like
He sees Mitski.
in plain sight. There's no fire.
Huh?
Say there's no fire like we are.
There's the town. Yeah, I'll poke Orys awake.
That's how far away you are.
How long has it been
You're
since I
saying
fell
30
asleep?
feet away.
Hmm?
How long has it been since I tried to fall asleep?
It's been about an hour.
That's good.
She fell asleep.
What's going on?
But the area,
I think there's someone watching us.
yeah, I know. Sure.
I'm gonna go check it out. I just want someone to be awake in case I need assistance. Someone who can maybe wake up the rest of them as I cannot.
I'm gonna grab a rock.
No, I can.
Hold on. I'm gonna grab a rock, and I'm gonna cast light on it, so it starts glowing. And then I'm gonna throw it in that direction to light up the area around it. What do I see?
Yep. Getting as you amid the gosh, English is speaking. As you toss the rock, you see as there's a man there dressed in very casual attire, who thinks he's just hiding behind a couple of bushes, and with the light shining, you see as there's two other large figures behind him.
Large.
Yeah, about. You have no idea. You've never seen anything like those before.
It's like just figures, just like a blob. I
Huh?
do have dark vision. So.
You have dark vision?
Yeah.
That's Mitski.
Huh?
They're under light.
Huh?
I don't have
Yeah,
dark
so,
vision.
looking at it, it looks almost like an ape, but it is very large. It's
Oh my
about,
God.
it's
God
about,
damn it.
it's about 15 feet behind him.
Does this light spell make anybody in the hut?
Huh?
No, we
It's a
see
silent
through, we
spell.
see through the hut. So bright light's gonna shine into the hut. Just saying.
Got your eyes closed.
You,
I don't know.
you walk into my bedroom, you flick the light on, I'm probably gonna wake up.
We haven't walked into your bedroom.
Just saying, the hut is my bedroom.
We haven't walked into the hut.
No, I'm saying if in general, I'm just saying in a real life.
What's your
experience,
constitution?
It's 0. No, it's
10?
That's
15? You're asleep.
15. Honestly.
Yes.
Damn my good constitution. Damn you good constitution.
Forrest.
There's others in that hut too. There's others.
Anyone with a constitution of 8 or lower.
God damn it, no one has
You're
an eight
asleep.
con-
You're
no one's
asleep.
that stupid.
You're
If Fane
asleep,
does.
alright?
My other character does.
Nobody's that bad at rolling steps.
So,
Oris, I'm gonna go maybe see what's going on.
Yeah.
You guys call out to it? You throw a fucking
They're
rock
watching
that lit up at it.
They're watching us, but they're not doing anything. Just be.
I'm asleep.
What do they do anything? When
as when you toss the rock over and it emits light in the area, see as he kind of like hides back again for a bit. See as the two creatures just seem to just like look down for a second, and as they look up, they don't seem to move, and they begin to retreat.
Can I see where they head off to?
To the north.
I can kind of like stealthily go after them.
I think they wanted to be seen. They wanted to know they were being watched. They wanted us to know that we were being watched.
I suppose I'll retain my watch and eventually end said watch.
Yep. Keep a watch after the next game.
I guess
Yeah,
we
I mean,
talk
I
about
can- I
this.
can keep
Gray
wa-
will keep watch after Mitski.
I can keep watch inside the hut.
I have no way to let you guys know my watch is over.
Well, Orys is right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you want to wake Orys back up?
Not particularly.
Oh,
I'll wake
that's
up
fine. I'll go back to
Talali.
sleep.
Talali, yeah, Talali's both.
I'm like throwing little rocks at you.
You see someone I open up like that? What?
You're taking second watch, right?
Okay.
Okay. Good night.
Good night, you see her close.
I'm tired. I go back to
You
sleep.
go ahead to sleep? Okay.
Do I hear them exchanging?
You are asleep.
You are asleep. I'm
Asleep.
assuming he is not trying to wake you up. So no.
Just checking. I'm just checking. There's other people in this group who also
Who are also asleep.
who are also
So, Talali, make a perception check. Do you have dark vision?
It would be the senses, right?
It would be, yes, under senses.
No.
Nope. So make a perception check with. You were supposed to make yours with disadvantage.
He did.
He
rolled
did?
two
Yeah.
19s.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
rolled
Yeah. So make yours with disadvantage, Talali.
She's a bird.
15.
She's got great perception.
So, the night goes on in the midst of your watch, and for the first time throughout the night, you do hear a small animal just passes by the camp. At first, it alarms you, but you notice it's like a rabbit just staring at you. Attack roll. I'm gonna say it would have partial cover. But yeah, it's an attack roll.
Oh, wait, oh, okay. I thought I was rolling the same card.
Okay.
How much?
26.
Yes. Oh, you skewered it, son of a bitch. Yeah. Roll for damage.
Not only did you hit it, the bow brought it to the fire.
11.
11. Yeah, it is the done deal. It's just you see as it is just kind of hop and like while it's hopping, while it's mid-air, the arrow just and just skewers it and just punches it into the ground.
Oh, I just had sound like a little deal. And she goes in and picks it up. What is it, like a rabbit or something? She picks it up and just kind of like stuffs it into her bag.
The rest of your watch goes by uneventfully as the morning becomes, and you guys.
Before everyone starts to wake up, she had like set up a little fire and started cooking. Before everyone wakes up, like as the morning is starting to happen, she starts to like cook the rabbit.
Okay.
We don't have any.
I'd be like, hey, Mitski, did you tell
We
him
don't
about
have any
the,
tea, do we? Do you have any
You're still
water?
asleep for 4 more hours.
Well, I find
4 more hours?
Oh wait, no, Mitski's still asleep for 4 hours. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ. I'm like, why?
I'm still asleep. I'm not
So
having
wait.
any kind
Wait, why is the boy still asleep? Wasn't he the first one to go to sleep?
He was the first one to walk.
Oh, that would make sense. So you're awake?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any teas, holy man?
What's that holy man card?
Holy. Gosh.
A godly man, not a holy man.
So we already had breakfast, cooking, you said?
Yeah, you just see Talali like roasting a rabbit like in the barrel that she used to kill.
Roast mutton.
Yes.
We don't see any
Got
other
any
travelers,
potatoes?
like, anywhere.
Got any
up and down
potatoes?
this, like, main
Still
road.
Oh,
with it?
just
Now
rabbit.
this is very off the main road. You guys had to go very far off of the main road to
Yeah,
get
we're
to this
following
point.
the river, not the...
Yeah.
I am going to. Oh wait, it's poisonous? Never mind. No, I'm not. I forgot about that. Never mind, I forgot about that.
Oh, I wasn't gonna let you do it too.
Yeah, my bad, I totally forgot. I would have came out looking like a fucking skeleton. Literally just a skeleton. I literally would have came out. Where's my skin?
Cannonball!
Yeah.
It was at this moment Gabriel knew.
Knew he made a mistake. No, my bad. I forgot. No, I'll just wait and slide.
Alright.
And Talali used the skin of the rabbit, and like dry it up.
Okay. Make a survival check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
freshen the wet second.
Not 20.
Nice. So you very elegantly fillet the hell out of that rabbit, making sure to waste absolute not. The bones, skin, everything is perfectly. Everything is perfectly done.
She's gonna use that to craft a sheet for the jacket.
Last night you said it.
Okay.
I was trying to do this thing, but it wasn't good. I just had some guy over holding going. Damn you, Mitski!
Forward again.
It thoughted me again.
Let me know when I wake up.
There's nothing
Since we
anyone.
have a face.
There's nothing anyone wants to do before Mitski wakes. 4 hours pass.
I guess I will inform them of the man, or what I thought was a man, and his 2 very, very large creature bodyguards.
So you're saying somebody was watching us?
Yeah, looking at you, I'm like, have you ever heard of any of those things, creatures?
Wait, describe it one more time.
Big, hulking, massive, dark.
Did you see color?
It's dark.
It's like a letter of the alphabet. That would be
You didn't see
Red.
colors?
It looks like gorillas.
Do I know what a
red
gorilla
fur?
is?
Yeah,
Red
I'm
skin?
gonna say yeah.
Red skin?
Red, very large red gorillas.
Red skin? Red skin?
Very quick. It was very quick. That's
They
all you
were
saw was
red.
really
I
red.
can't tell if they had skin or anything. I saw them. I saw me.
Scales? Skin?
Talali, you can
Think
roll
it's
with
fur?
advantage based on where you are from.
That's what I figured.
No, they were clearly watching us. They wanted to know.
Never mind.
They were,
What was the check mean?
and
Huh?
as soon as I shot
wisdom
light
check.
on them, yeah, they went up.
9.
But they were watching us. That's interesting.
Unfortunately.
So-
Nothing comes to mind.
They went up north
Deep
too.
horrors
So someone poisons
out there
somebody
in this
poisons-
world.
did
Some
someone
who have
poison
not
this
encountered.
lizard folk age? What? Someone suspicious that the being Ithryl find in town.
You think that might
And now
be
you
connected?
say someone's foes with two hulking beasts.
Yes. Now the lizard folk woman. Yes. The matron. That she said that
It's happening.
with
Yeah,
this
4 hours to talk about using it.
with this poison river spread, it would eventually affect Dindle and damage their water supply. So this could be somebody trying to hurt Dindle through the river.
Do you think it's that? Because I feel like this was, I thought, no offense, I thought this was more of a direct attack at these poor people in this village. Maybe
I
their
think it
town,
was just a casualty.
maybe their town is sitting on top of a gold mine.
Could be it too.
A gold mine of gold or something?
A gold mine of something worth value.
Gold mines are usually.
It doesn't. They know. No. Let me explain. Gold mine does not always have to mean gold. Just something of
I know you're a
value.
prospector. That's really cool.
Pointing at
I
rings.
couldn't even tell about this.
You know I know about the finer things. Please.
Not the finest things in life,
They
just
almost
a
have
fighter.
to- if I
Fighter
would have got
things.
one hit on that motherfucker.
Anyway, let's
But I think we did the right thing last night. Let's continue to do what we have to do to keep ourselves safe.
yeah.
Setting up perimeters in any way that we can to make sure we don't sneak up on us. Mitski, you don't have anybody fucking looking for you.
He's asleep?
I'm asleep.
God damn it.
You mean you want to wait till he wakes up? You can.
So by the way,
Well,
for
as
the-
soon as he wakes up, I will ask him that question.
From
Cool.
the description I gave them,
Who the fuck is following?
from the description I gave them, would she know what I'm talking about?
Why did you say that back? Where is she?
Make a wisdom check.
Wisdom.
10?
Yeah, if you knew what I was talking about.
Oh yes, if any of us have ever, no, you've been on there.
Just based off of the people, where they're from, is who can make a check.
Yeah, I mean, not exactly.
Yep. They're not.
Oh,
It's me turns.
It's not much of a difference from blue. What are you guys doing? Mitski, you have awoken.
A few more hours. Oh, I've woken?
You have awoken.
Good morning.
Mitski, you were informed about last night. Just a quick question. I feel like we have never gone over this possibly. There is not anyone looking for you, is there? Or possibly trying to track you down? Parents didn't hire anybody, right?
I cannot rule that out of the realm of possibility.
confirmed nor denied.
I didn't exactly leave them like on good terms. I just kind of left.
Because he mentioned about these hulking beasts, but we can't figure out what they were. You don't know of anything, right? So, like, your parents don't know anyone, like, who travel with animals or even such, like, maybe you, like,
Mr. Sir.
Your parents knew a lot of
Any
people.
knowings?
Your parents knew a lot of people. You left on decent terms.
I mean, I just ran away. It's not like I left a note saying,
Oh.
hey, goodbye.
And then, I mean, your parents were well known. If they wanted to, they probably would have the capabilities of. If they wanted to, they probably could have the capabilities of tracking you down.
I mean, I agree, but ow!
If you don't know, maybe.
Anyway.
So yeah,
I'm gonna
you
give
wouldn't
myself.
know.
Maybe they're
Thanks,
giving you
Gabriel.
your space.
That's
I don't
You
know.
wouldn't know anything about. I'm saying they didn't have anyone in particular that you knew who was like good with animals and beasts, and they tracked them. That would you?
No.
There were a lot of people.
There are a lot of people. I don't particularly remember all of their customers.
That's fine. No. I was just making. I was just asking questions.
Not your own business.
You know,
Not you.
I laugh because you say I don't remember their customers.
That
Se-
one time
session one,
three.
I remember you.
I named him.
Dude,
as
these
Yep,
guys have a
by
shop.
name. Yeah, I remember that specifically.
Can I remember the guy roll to remember?
Nope, you cannot.
That is fine. No, we
Percentile
were
dice, you
talking.
say? Okay.
Nope.
We were simply talking about making sure that we just take close precaution moving forward. Clearly, I don't. It's hard to say if the person, whoever this individual was last night, has anything to do with the person that's being Ithryl ran into the day before, or if it has something to do with any one of them. We're not sure. Who knows?
I think it's possible they were scouts.
Well, let's continue walking.
Ithryl, Talali, passive perceptions. Passive perception.
Yeah, I went to roll
13. Okay, so the three of you notice about 60 feet off to the north, someone there for a couple of seconds. Huh? For a couple seconds. That's what, as you know, you saw them as they were passing by.
What do they look like?
Looks like human.
Talali whispers,
Can I see this?
don't look, there's someone watching.
I look.
They're not.
I mean, we're just like hanging around. We're just hanging around like this outside the tree, right? So what you just said this person ran away.
Huh? Yeah, you saw them as they were passing by. You saw someone out of the corner of your eye. Like, wait, what?
What is the
God.
weather like?
Again, it's clear weather. Clear weather. It's the mark of, again, you guys just celebrated Murphy's Day. Mark of the spring, basically, is clear weather.
Should we go see
You
if
ever
we
lived in
can...
South Florida?
This is not South
Okay.
Florida.
South Florida
This
is
is not
different.
South
It
Florida.
has no season.
Rains every day. Rain.
Rainy season.
What's the prediction? It's gonna rain.
I
Should
guess
we
we
go?
can, like, try to go in that little direction.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's pack this up and let's get going, guys.
Yes,
We're
that
busy.
would
says
work.
Is that the direction that we were trying to go in?
Follow.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
Well, we're not ready
I
to
should
go.
go
That's fine.
like kind of stealthy.
We're just ready to go.
We can follow you. Don't worry.
I actually am significantly more stealthy than my dice rolls lead me to believe.
Don't worry. Guys, if you want to go ahead, we can always follow. And, if Talali can't keep track of you, you can always just, jump.
Is this even broadcast or pass that through?
Oh, she would have to travel. Sorry, don't mean
Wouldn't it be cast on, oh, okay.
So, Ithryl and I maybe go a few feet ahead. And
If you
try
guys
and
want
see
to,
if we
if you
can
guys
find
want to
a
travel
trail.
ahead, that's fine. We'll follow.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want me to come together? I will make this thing.
Are you doing the stealth for?
Yes.
Just if we cannot follow, if we cannot keep track of you guys, just make sure you just, find us. I suppose.
Sure.
Okay. She casts pass without trace on the figure.
Oh god, I don't. As long as I don't roll
That,
one, I'll
50.
It's still a 30. Your base roll right now is a 30.
So Talali and Ithryl heading forward,
And Mitski.
and Mitski. Okay.
We're following behind. Just
So,
That's without traces.
Mitski, make a check.
Oh.
Veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking your companions from detection.
9?
The
Okay.
Have you
duration-
not rolled?
No, that's not
Oh,
self.
the spell. Sorry. You're
The
right.
spell,
you're
yeah.
right.
Sorry.
It's
You were
within 30
saying?
feet, so we have 30 feet of.
I was talking about you were saying.
No, it's just reading this spell, so we have 30 feet of give
Yeah.
between us, and
Oh my gosh, I'm
it's anyone I choose, and it lasts for an hour. So,
Yeah, as long as they're within 30 feet of you.
so
There.
these two, and you get a +10 bonus to stealth checks.
Go. Make your stealth checks, please.
Okay,
Like
So-
this.
yeah, don't put my arm on my back, right?
2 natural ones.
Okay.
36.
Jesus.
He's only level 5.
My dude melds into
It's
the
in here.
See him.
He is a shadow. He's literally a shadow.
He was there one moment.
That dice is so
Three
funny.
plus three.
Freaking forgets about him.
18.
Forget about it.
18.
I rolled a 2.
Oh my god.
Still pretty decent. Not bad.
Okay. So, as you guys begin to head to the north away, you being sure to stay out of direct sight from anything. You, for the most part, follow Ithryl's lead, and
We can't find
it
him though.
starts to be- but because of Talali's effects, some mistakes a few of you make along the way are covered up.
I'm purposely stepping on crunchy leaves every so often. And they're like, stop.
As you begin
I'm
to
giving you a really
follow
glare
head
look, but you
north.
can't tell. You can't see
The
me.
rest of you are following from
Behind. Yeah, we're
How
casual.
far
We would have
behind?
packed up the rest of our stuff.
We are more of a
How far behind?
a triper than a casual.
Do I see any other tracks?
Perception.
Suspicious tracks?
Would it be a bad idea to play music now or not? Up to you.
You said perception?
I don't know if they're within
Yep.
earshot.
16.
16. Okay.
I'll keep it to myself.
So you notice as you were leaving the camp 2 pairs of very large footprints in the ground. They don't lead anywhere. They just don't seem like they've made any steps at all. Before they're just in one spot. There we go.
Do these big footprints have digits? What is that, like shoes?
They look like feet.
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 Bigfoot. 2 Bigfoot.
That's a Sasquatch right there.
It's the abominable swamp man. I'm not
So-
anywhere near snow.
As you guys begin to head forward, you continue forward for about 30 minutes, being as stealthy as possible and making sure you stay out of near the river while staying inside of the forest as well. Eventually, you get to the point where you see this almost like a rock on either side of the stream. English, I can't speak it. On either side of the river, you see embedded into the rock are multiple different symbols and a couple of gems inside of them.
Do the symbols look like letters or anything I can recognize?
You personally know that seem like glyphs of sort.
She just looks at Mitski.
They seem to be elvish or magic.
Yes.
Both?
Magical sorts.
Can I try to?
You can make a check because it's not. You don't get the advantage because you're not touching it. But just make a check. You know.
I would like to touch it.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have to leave this stealth. You have to go into the open to do that.
Do I see anyone around me?
Make a perception check.
I do not.
You do not.
I would like to come.
Yep.
Now do I get it?
Yeah.
Do any of us see anything around?
Make a perception check.
15.
15. Okay.
I got an 18.
18. You do notice there is the same man as before. Is with you. Is about 40 feet away from you guys, looking at Mitski. He is walking
Is Mitski in
towards
the
you.
open?
Oh yeah, I just kind of.
And he's like, so he's just a human. Anything striking characteristic that
Looks like just a regular, basic guy. Nothing any special about him.
What
Yep.
is about the guy?
Really wearing just casual attire.
Because Mitski's out in the open, we're still hidden.
You're 30 feet away from him or more?
I unstealth to
Yeah.
identify this thing.
So, looking at it, it seems to be a conduit, a sort of linking object. It seems to be linking itself with someone or something further away. But it seems to be drawing a sort of like object to draw power from something.
We're gonna go around sneaking, trying to get right behind him.
Okay.
Is it something that is a physical activation?
Hmm?
Like, can I?
No, it seems like it is going on right
It's
now.
just passive?
Yep.
And I know it to definitely not be the Bendalian ward.
No. Nothing to do with Bindle, as you can, from what you can tell.
So it's something that's just siphoning Arcana Sun for some reason.
Yes.
From something else.
From something else.
Or is it giving it to something else?
From something else.
Huh. Okie dokie. And this is me physically examining it?
Yes.
So I should do the thing?
Yep.
17.
17? Okay. As you are investigating it for a bit, you notice that it had this like a hum to it when you approached it, and it begins to slowly slow down to a halt for a second. And you looking, make a perception check real quick. Oh.
10.
Okay. That's all you needed. Looking at the water, you notice that before the water reaches these rocks, it seems fine, and after it, it's like murky, and then the section where this rock is on this side of the river, it seems to have like cleared out for a bit, for a few seconds.
I touch the water.
Make a Constitution save throw.
Oh, little. 8.
8.
Jesus
But
fucking
it
Christ!
seemed
What's in your
fine.
hand? Oh god, you scared the shit out of me.
Wait, did you mention you were
His
touching
entire
the
hand
clear
had
water
the
or
whole
the dark
thing
water?
had dice in it.
You
His
think-
hand melted.
I was going for
Did
the
you say
next.
you were going to touch the clear water or the dark water?
That's all right.
Oh, yeah, I'm touching the section of the water that
what-
seems to have lost its...
Oh, I'm sorry. You're fine. You're fine. I thought you were trying something else.
No.
Sorry.
Oh. Cool. Okay. Hey,
Talali and Ithryl. You see the man on the side looking incredibly confused.
Are we near him?
You're about 50 feet away from him right now.
We want to get closer, I want to sneak up right behind this
Stabby,
guy.
stabby range.
Yeah, I don't want to stabby immediately, but I want to get
Within distance for it
personal
to be
assistance,
possible.
yeah. In case things go south.
As you guys are discussing this, Mitski, you hear as these footprints are approaching you. You guys see as he is beginning to approach Mitski. You, what did you do?
Oh, I stopped the poison of the water because the
How?
I stopped the enchantment. I work with enchantments for a
You
living.
dispelled it?
Well, I kind of tinkered with it a little.
Get a deception check.
Oh, hi.
Ooh, yay.
16.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hi for me. Okay.
Yeah, because we're pretty safe to come up.
Show me what you did to it.
Oh, okay. So, tell me what it looks like, real quick.
How? What, it or he?
The stone.
The stone? Okay, so the stone looks like about 10 foot large, by about 5 foot wide slab of just rock with multiple just glyphs all around it. You see inside of it. You see it's just there's a couple of circles with other glyphs and like a gem in the center. Seems to be the source of it, or the conduit.
And I recognize this to be of an enchantment.
Yep.
And I know that if I mess up one of the glyphs, the enchantment breaks.
If you break one of the glyphs, yes.
So I go, oh, I took my spear, and I just went like this,
You
and
did not.
I'm going to physically do that.
Yeah,
That-
but
that's
but he says you did not. But yeah, you do it. It does it right. It doesn't. It's
Worth a shot.
a magical item.
Yeah.
It's hard to break a magical
That's
item.
fine.
But he tells you did not.
Well, that's fine. You don't have to believe me. I don't know who you are.
He comes to approach you, and he goes to grab you.
Oh, this is creepy.
As he grabs you, you see
Can I make a
huh?
check?
Huh? He just puts his hand on you. As he does, you see as his hand kind of like warps a bit, and you see a gray hand. There.
Okay, with the spear in my hand, I see that, and I'm just gonna go for it. Okay.
Yeah, like freaking like remember me, bitch.
So,
I'm gonna shoot. Okay.
you are
I'm going to say
further.
the words are gonna go and I'm gonna stab.
Yeah, ooh, stab.
Friday, it's Friday. I'm so happy it's Friday.
This is happening. Talali is rushing.
What's that song by Rebecca Black?
Not that.
That's exactly how it goes, actually.
Friday, it's
Sorry.
Friday.
You go what?
I go and I go for
What's your
it.
step?
When she sees him
Stabs him in his belly.
Mitski, Talali's just gonna rush towards him, like have her dagger out, and she's gonna try to like grab him and like.
All right. So,
She's focusing on trying to bring him down.
okay, and Ithryl.
You are.
Huh?
I love their business with this man.
All
How
right.
far back
So,
are we? How far
you
back
guys are about from this.
How many rounds?
You're about. It would take you about 2 rounds.
All right,
to get
we're on
to
our
that.
way. We're
But-
on the way.
But seeing this unsurprising turn of events, and Mitski, you going into attack,
Don't do
and
this.
Talali,
Don't do
you
this.
going into assist.
No, we can go late. We can go late. You have to
I have stuff to do. I have to leave. I'm so sorry. It is 3 o'clock. So, Talali, with you coming in, Talali, you and Ithryl coming in very quickly to assist your friend who seems to be in danger.
No.
Just
Damn.
one
We will
later.
find out
We did have one fight.
what happens next time at Magic Modifiers.
Damn it.
So,
Oh, I'm gonna murder that son of a bitch.
thank you for everyone who has kept
You
up
might
with us
have
so
to kill him
far.
before we get there.
Maybe.
It's Gray with us, I'm guessing. Yeah, Gray.
Gray is with you guys, yes. So, thank you for everyone who has been watching. I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. I apologize, not much combat has been done, but
Tune
as we
in
know.
on Sunday for a whole bunch
Not
of
this
fun.
Sunday.
Yes.
One time,
Tune
one
in.
shot.
No, this Sunday.
Oh,
Yes, tune in this Sunday for. Yes, there is going to be a one-shot. I will not be here, so we will be having a one-shot hosted by Tony.
And then we're resuming
Where-
on Sundays following that week.
Yes,
As a normal.
our schedule will go back to normal following.
Yes, we might be a little drained the week after that, though. SuperCon is next weekend
Yes.
in Miami Beach.
To all our adoring friends,
Yours-
some of us
Yours
will be
truly-
there.
Yours truly will be wandering around like a drunken alcoholic.
Well, you'll be in character.
Yeah,
You will all be incredibly
we
in
don't have a
character.
booth, but we're gonna get weird.
Yes.
We'll do autographs.
And if you want to go get drinks on Lincoln afterwards, we're there.
Deal. Okay, I'm down.
That's where we're gonna be.
Wow.
Alrighty.
Until next time, good seeing you guys.
Come on.